What do we have? We have challenge mode. Wait a second. No, we don't. We have Lustucc. Lustucc? I think it's Lustucc. I'll just go with Lustucc. We have Jonas SP. No, we actually continue on our single player journey. So, where is it? J. Jonas SP Beta. I'm guessing that's it. Alright, let's do this. Ah, cool, no briefing. Straight into the action. None of that fancy stuff. We're all about action here in Jonas SP Beta Incorporated. It's actually a pretty big map. It's actually a pretty dark map. So let's see, what do we have? Oh dear. Whoa! Oh my. Alright. Again, floor textures, wall textures, ceiling textures. Everything's the same right now, which, fair enough, I guess. This didn't say much. Alright, so I guess we need to keep moving there. As far as level design goes in games, I'm gonna kind of just gonna go ahead and say it. You probably don't want to give the player just some sort of dead area. Oh, that's interesting. Because right now, like, nothing is happening. You're just kind of moving in circles or in spirals, I suppose. Like, I'm guessing it's meant that you learn about the lore and about the level, but think about it this way: like, who in their right mind would design such a tunnel in real life? Or why would they do that? It's pretty big too, unless it's some sort of a weird kind of coil that has a practical purpose. Who knows? Anyway, let's see, what do we have here? That's pretty tight. Everything's default segment size, which is kind of fine, but once a firefight starts, you don't really want that. Everything's the same texture too, which is I'm not a huge fan of. It really could use more textures. Okay, I'm guessing we're gonna go down there. That's where the arrows point. Okay, so now we have more textures. Nice. Die, ogre. Alright, so we start with... If this is a first level, we start immediately with robots that are not exactly the most harmless, which, again, is fine. The shape of this room is pretty trippy. The textures don't line up. These want... These... Oh, I guess we'll destroy this as well. Yeah, okay, so this looks like a first map as well. It looks like you just tried a bunch of different things and put them all in the level. Okay, so this is a cave with no deformation, but here the deformation actually starts. Interesting. So we have... Yeah, this definitely looks like a test map. Let's see. Trying a bunch of things out. Yep, these look like caves, alright. These are pretty smooth caves though, like... I'm not even sure, like, if the... there is like a little bit of deformation, but not a lot. Oh my, this is a large open area. Quite nice for fighting hydras, I guess. Okay, so basically I have like a bunch of different robots. I'm guessing you want to try out what is what. Makes sense. Right, it's very dark, which is kind of okay, but you probably do want some light. Oh, look. There's a secret. That housed the Gorgon. And there's a switch. And I'm guessing something happened, but it didn't tell us what happened. There's an energy center here. That is locked. That is open. Whoa, that is interesting. Hey, look. I can see us. Wait. What? So the shots actually go through the wall, too? What the hell? Interesting, I didn't realize it works like that. Well, I don't know how you managed that, but you certainly did. Oh, that's a nice, huge environment. Again, in single player, I think it's cool to have. In challenge mode, not so much. Ooh, what do we have here? Oh, that's cheeky. Is that even... Yeah, it is accessible. Okay. Wait, no, that's not the right way. Is it? Yeah, no, something is wrong. I could have sworn I just... Alright, whatever, let's check this out. Okay, so we go up here. We go here, we go here, we go here, we go here. I'm confused now. Ah, okay, so it splits into two. Interesting. So what do we have here? Falcons. Okay, whatever. We're going to the lava now. I don't care about the upgrade point that much. Aha, creepers. I care about those though. Those are gonna be handy in a second. Okay, so let's see what do we have here. Yeah, what? Okay, so we have a transparent texture, I think, with like a super sharp razor edge on the rock, which I don't think this is a real single player level. Or rather, I don't think this is a serious single player level. I think it's a test level. Okay, so you can't come down here, but you can't go through it. Interesting. Oh look, there's a key here. Oh, good thing we got that. Because now I think we can progress. No, wait, that's not it. It's through here. Aha, okay. Most excellent. Yeah, I'm definitely into sort of a weird... Wait. I could have sworn... Okay, whatever. I am gonna get the upgrade point now. There we go. Haha, I got it in the end. Okay. Wait, what? I could have gone back through that. Okay, I think I actually need to go back down. Alright. Yeah, through here. Okay, get over here. No. We deactivate you, my friend. Okay, level 1 security. What the hell? Okay, so you... okay, so this is a deformed, like, metal... What? This looks so weird, because... Alright, so this is like one of those phase-through walls. Alien walls. Alien secret wall environment type things. Okay, so we need to go here. I'm gonna be honest, it's kind of like it's probably not the most interesting thing I've played, but it's interesting to kind of journey through these levels. But you're gonna see these weird things you're not gonna see anywhere else ever. I kind of like that. It does look like I'm like under some sort of an Egyptian pyramid or something. interesting. Can I get those goodies? That's my next mission in life. I think I can, actually. Aha, there we go. A secret. Oh yes, give me that. Man, I'm really, like, decked out now. So many weapons. See, now I could fight the Goliath. Oh, you can actually fit through that. I can actually share a pro tip here. So, as you can see, the fan's a bit, what's the word? Oh yeah, fucked. But the way you do it is you actually put it on the the other side of the segment. So you put it on that segment that's like in there, in that default like size, and you put it on like the same side, but you put it facing the other way, and then it like extends inside the other cube, and it's fine. The more you know. Oh god, what the crap! Oh, this is. I think this is the overlay equivalent of getting flashbanged. Okay. Wait, where do we need to go now? I think back up. I think there was actually a... Yep, security do. Hello. Wow, okay, now the environment changed up completely. This guy has no idea I'm here. Interesting. Hello. I kind of like this little, like, grading these areas off. Why is there... Why are there energy center particles here, I wonder? Wait, what? Don't do this to me. Interesting. What do we have here? Wait a second. Is this... Yeah, this is an infinitely thin wall. I wonder if we can go through it. We cannot. See, from this side it actually looks like it has an edge because the texture is just done in a specific way to kind of have a perspective, I suppose. Is the right word for it? Ah, come on. Go away. You already missed the infinite thin wall. Let's just creeper this. Okay. Oh, now we have variant organs coming in. See, now I decided, you know, we're not dicking around anymore. I think actually this was the area that I saw earlier. Through the walls somewhere. Where's the, like, reactor? Where's the end of the level? Ouch. There we go. Auto-op fabricators destroyed. Primary objective complete. And again, maybe not. Alright, arrow points up. So up we go. Okay, so this is the area where I would have gotten the cloak. But where do I have to go? Oh, maybe down here. That looks like a secret. What kind of a weird secret is that? Just hide in the closet? I feel ripped off already. Wait, what? Again? Well, at least you got the door alignment right, so if the door doesn't like open over to this side, because it actually would come through the wall. I've had this happen in one of my levels. It's pretty funny. Man, these infinitely thin walls have got to go. That's my pro tip of the day. I'm planning to even give pro tips. Okay. Interesting. Yeah, these don't really line up perfectly. Then again, maybe they're not meant to. See, part of me thinks it's like, oh yeah, like clearly this wasn't like meant to be played seriously, but this level was published, so clearly. Wait, this is Jonathan. Yeah, this Lustucc probably want people to actually try this level out. I don't know where to go. Can't reach security key. All right, I think we reached the end of the level. If our little friendo tells us that there's no more. Damn it! This isn't the end, is it? Not yet. I gotta. No. I'm gonna bite the bullet. We're gonna go till the end. Okay, so I'm gonna have to get out of this part of the level. Okay, let's see. Gonna have to figure this out without the help from our trusty AI. How do I get up? No. Please tell me that. Oh my god. Like, these two bits here need to be connected. Because right now I have to go all the way back through the cave. Okay, you know what? Fuck it. This is fine. So, look, here's my pro tip of the day. Connect, like, these two bits here so you don't have to backtrack all the way through the level. Other than that, excellent. 10 out of 10. Right, moving on. Now we go back to, okay, so we've done Jonas SP, we've done another fine mass. Right, so we've done Krusty's maps, we've done Sirius maps, Blarget, DH, I believe that stands for Dark Horse. I might be wrong about that. Tarcisius or Tarcisius, Lustucc. Okay, now we're on to Time and Wolf. So, that map is CM Arena. Oh yeah, okay, I know this one. right. So this is the huge one that like shoots you into the central area. Oh look, a robot spawned in front of me. I like how it like stacked up the impulse shots. This is a huge open area. It has the Taurus music playing in the background, which I like. But it's like, this is the prime example of, oh, it's just a huge open area. So it's not gonna have like a very interesting, is that a Goliath core? I think it is. Right, so as you can see, like dodging is very easy, like nothing is really particularly dangerous to me. This is what happens if you have a huge open area. There we go. Missile pod's doing work. Okay, so this has boss robots spawning in, so I don't really like boss robots in challenge mode. I've tested this area, or this idea out myself. That's where actually the Belarus Prime concept, or Belarus Battleground concept came from. It was supposed to have boss robots spawn in, but it doesn't really work. They fuck with the pacing in challenge mode maps. They are way too hard to kill, they don't give you enough points, and it's just not all that fun. This level is just way too open. It's, yeah, it's just a huge area. It's basically like Cold Fusion. Aesthetics are a little different. They're like the polar opposite. Cold Fusion was really cold. This is really warm because lots of lava to go around. But yeah, it's just a huge open area. It's not that exciting to me. I think it's okay to have like a more open area in the level where you can have a bit of a dogfight, but honestly, like, this is too much. I really like the way Tempest was done. Tempest had like a nice large open area in the middle, which was pretty good. I quite like that. Alright. So yeah, I don't think I have much else to say about this. It's, like I said, I've already gone over why I don't think you should have very large open areas. It just kind of makes the combat not that interesting. Right, so that covers Arena. Okay. Yeah, not really my cup of tea. Not gonna lie. But then we go on to, and that wasn't the only map from Diamond Wolf that I could find. Again, I may have missed something, so I tried to grab everything from Discord, and I hope I got everything. Right, then we have Maki. Maki's Challenge Mode Fuego, and then we have two single-player maps, Titan CF and Titan Geothermal. But up first we're going to do Fuego. Okay. Hotshot. Deep beneath the surface of Skull, endless caverns transport superheated volatile gases from the geothermal plants of Cronus Frontier. Congregating in junction F for expulsion to the surface. These miners know it by different name, Fuego. Don't let the pressure get to you, pilot. That's pretty cool. Yeah, this is another one of those really warm and warm colors. Very hot levels. So what do we have? Let's actually fly through this. I remember I watched a video of, I think it was Maki playing Fuego or someone else. And they were just like sticking to the middle area the whole time. Like I wanted to see the whole level, but sticking here and just fighting non-stop here. So, which just goes to show, if you're playing this level, you kind of tend to stick to that middle area there, middle arena. I mean, it's pretty much symmetrical. So the level is 50-50 sort of copy-paste, which I'm not a huge fan of. I've done this kind of myself on one level, but overall I don't think symmetry is very good, because it just means like, oh, 50% of the map plays exactly the same as the other 50% of the map, so it's not going to be that exciting. Obviously for some artistic purposes, you know, yes, sometimes you want to have like a symmetrical map, but overall I would strongly suggest or recommend not doing like perfectly symmetrical maps. This map has like a huge open area where you can have a nice little dogfight. It's pretty easy, you know, pretty straightforward. You can also dictate the pace of the combat by like running into the tunnel and kiting stuff around a bit. It's very easy to kind of break line of sight and just take a little breather. Overall, pretty simple, not that interesting. It kind of looks aesthetically very pretty. I will give it that much. It is a pretty map. It's, you know, very warm colors. It's just nice to look at. There's actually a lot of attention to like detail and whatnot. I quite like the light blue contrast with the orange. So yeah, it's a pretty map. It's kind of easy. Again, I know this. I've actually played this map before. Yes, it did have guardians back then. It's not a terrible thing, because again, you have like these long open areas. I mean, obviously Driller is going to perform really, really well on this map. You just kind of stick in one of these ends here, and then, you know, when things get a little too heated, you can, you know, run into the tunnels. And there's a seam here. I don't think you can actually fix these kinds of seams. I know I've tried. That's not really a very valid criticism of the map itself. But yeah, overall it looks very pretty. Had a little bit of FPS drop here. I think it was loading in chunks or something. Maybe because of recording. But yeah, it looks pretty. It's pretty straightforward. I'm not seeing a lot of robots right now. Maybe increase the spawn rate a bit for Infinite. I know Countdown, I believe I tried it on Countdown. It was a little bit more hectic. But it's pretty tame right now. The map is somewhat large, actually. I mean, it's just like, well, one big room and a circular tunnel, but it's a pretty large scale tunnel. So yeah, it's actually a surprisingly large map. There's a lot of space and room to work with. So yeah, fairly easy, pretty looking, kind of simplistic. I don't like 50-50 copy-paste. That's my opinion of it. Yeah, not like... it doesn't like have the charm. This level looks nice, but there's just not enough map for me. Not enough sort of... Not enough there. Yeah, sorry bro. But now we're going to move on to single player. And these I've actually played too, and these I actually really, really like. So first up is Titan CF single player. So this is a single player map by Maki. Alright, so let's go Titan. Alright, so it's Cryostasis Facility. Yeah, that's what the CF stands for. Okay, we're gonna go into it. Hotshot. Yeah, I've played through this. The optimum response time between the asteroid belt and Saturn. Do not forward arranged for a contingency staff station in a long-term cryo shelter on Titan to be activated in the event of an emergency. CEO Cantor disabled this failsafe and turned the operators rogue. The crew is in grave danger. Recover the cryopod and destroy the facility. Hey, look, I played through it in 7 minutes. In 7 minutes. Alright. Let's see. Let's see what it has in store for us. Okay, right off the bat, this level is really aesthetic. I mean, I played through it, I really liked it. Yeah, you have this cool little, oh, you can see this icy sort of cavernous area. That's not really a cavern, but there's a cleared, it's like a bit open. I guess some of it has, I don't know, melted away or whatever. But yeah, aesthetically it's very pretty, like right off the bat. You know, it's fine to have shotcasting lights in single player in my opinion, so there's that. This level had a bit of a chunking problem, but whatever, I guess, you know, it's just one of those things we're gonna have. I've struggled with it myself as well. Alright. So right off the bat, it's not very difficult robots. So I think this could easily be like well, this the start is not too difficult. But I like that it starts off slower, you know, throw some goblins at you, maybe a few Gorgons. It's not just oh look, here's a Xeno Guardian, it'll be like dying. Alright. So yeah, I really like the aesthetic. It's a very pretty map. I'm just gonna say it right now. I really like this map aesthetically. And the gameplay wise I like it as well. It's pretty simple, pretty straightforward, you know. If it's your first level in a campaign, it makes sense. Easy to understand, teaches you how those like switches work. Nothing too complicated. Alright. Get this. Susan O'Malley. Sarah Martinez. Henry Toussaint. Alright. Interesting, Henry with an I. Oh yeah, okay, so 2 scorpions came from the... Again, scorpions are like the easiest melee robots, so... Hello. So it's quite nice. I think good choice of like robot composition on this level. Ooh. Restricted area 1. Alright, let's melt this guy. Okay, here we get the cyclone. Again, simple little riddle, if you will. Shoot the switch up on the door. Alright, and let's get these bad boys. Akiko Muramatsu. Ben Weber. Ivan Korovsky. Nice. Alright. That's that. Haha, like that. Nice. I mean, I know what's gonna happen here. And then we have like a super goblin that's kind of a boss robot or a mini boss. Gives you the key. I think this is a very neat way of giving the player a key. Because if you've read the like briefing, you'll know that, oh, you're supposed to go and get the hostages. Well, cryostasis people, Humies. And once you do get them, you get this cool little lockdown. I like that. I like that a lot. Alright, that's pretty straightforward. I mean, we get through the first security, now we're getting slightly harder robots. No return now. Hope you got everything you need. Yeah, I like this ice area. I like that it's not just like a single cube, it's clear you've basically done, put 2 cubes together and can like extend the middle a bit. I really like that. Gives it a more of a sort of a hexagonal shape. I think it's a neat little thing to do. I like doing it on my like cave areas as well, where it's just like it's more than like a single cube per like a cave segment, if you will. If that makes any sense. get some of the reflections. The reflections are a little funky here, but it's fine. Like yeah, it's the energy center ones though that are very, very intense. Okay, so have I gone here yet? No, I have not. All right, so here things are getting a bit more difficult. We're getting like 2 Tritons already, but again, it's like they're not in like huge numbers, so the difficulty is fairly tame, I would say. Yeah, it's nice. Let's keep progressing. Ah, yeah, nice. Reactor ahead. Giving us a little heads up, if you pay attention to this, to the decals. Floor is all ice, which I quite like. Alright, we're gonna get a time bomb. Ouch. Might as well use it while we're at it. Ouch. Wait, is that it? No more robots? Alright. Pretty straightforward, I quite like it. You only spawn goblins and scorpions, and there's like another map where they spawn much more difficult robots. And boom, you take one long wind tunnel into the exit. I think it's a cool, neat little design choice. It's just a very... I'm gonna be honest with you, it's just a well-designed map. It's simple, it's fairly short, but it's like a very just nice little package. I really like that level. I think it's an excellent first level. Just awesome. It's just a well-made level. Missed 2 secrets. As per usual, I'm not very good when it comes to getting secrets. I might be wrong, but were there no upgrade points in this level? I probably would put some upgrade points somewhere. Unless, of course, this like final screen is glitched somehow. Yeah, so Titan CF I definitely liked. Let's try Titan Geothermal. I think I played through that as well. Yeah, Titan Geothermal plant. End of the list. Alright. Yeah, I've played through this as well. I think this was more difficult, but we'll see in a second. Yeah, so this feels more like, I don't know, level 2 in the same campaign. I think that's actually what the intention was, I'm not entirely sure, but yeah, this is a bit more, I guess, aggressive. Yeah, maybe not. Nice. This is a very aesthetic little, oops, someone's at the door. That's him. Alright, back in business. Let's see. Yep, check. Everything works. Right, geothermal plant. Here we go. All right, we got an early cyclone again. Yeah, so like I was saying, I like this energy center. Nice little smooth curve if you look at it from below. Yeah, it's just really smooth. Nice little simple octagonal shape. Nice. Let's do this. That's actually a lot of segments. Like it has this little indentation bits. Alright. Let's just feed this thing some falcons. Get rid of it quickly. Quickly and efficiently. Security access 1. Oh, hello. Very nice and smooth. Ooh, a Devastator, thank you. Yeah, honestly, it really feels like everything is really deliberate and really quite well thought through. Like this one Devastator kind of reminds me of the one time bomb you get in the previous level, like Tri-Stage's facility, where it's like, oh yeah, look, take this, it's dangerous to go alone. Oh, that's the initial room, right? It's like, oh yeah, take this. You know, might come in handy. The reactor room. Hello. Boom. I like that. Oh, hello. Okay, there's one more. Yeah. I was wondering like where did the other Gorgon go? Yeah, okay, he did drop one shield. Get the shredder armor. Okay. Right, exit. Yeah, so it feels like there's going to be another one of those like through the center and out the exit type deals. Emergency use only. Actually, you know what? I want to get the hostages first. Oh, it's locked. Haha. Pulled a level 3 on me, did you? So what do we have? Maki Toriyama. Eunice Jones. Didn't actually read the other ones. Okay, so there's that. I wonder like if you actually have to... Yeah, no, never mind. Okay. Let's do this. Get this bad boy. These guys. Bits are flying off. Alright, that should take care of that. Come on, let's go. Again, I like this. I like the fact that you use these really basic robots because it's clear, you know, you're not like heavily geared yet, so you just have a bunch of these easier robots. I do like the idea of like increasing the difficulty, but just increasing the amount of fairly easy robots. Have like an occasional like Triton stuff, but or something along those lines, but keep things relatively simple in the early stages. So yeah, it's just really. This level is really well designed. Like this and the previous one are really well designed difficulty-wise. Like it's very clear, you know. Considerable amount of thought went into this. It's like, how do we make these levels feel like good difficulty-wise? Or I suppose, how do I make them feel like? I was talking as if I was him, as if I was the creator. How do I make the level good, difficulty-wise? But yeah. Definitely a very good job. It just feels very natural, like progression-wise. Again, instead of like regular harpies, it's harpy variants because they're a bit easier. But a little bit of challenge from like the Tritons. That's nice. Okay, so I'm definitely missing something here. Or do I just need to like bomb rush the reactor? I think I need to bomb rush the reactor. Gonna keep some. Oh yeah, the inner like circle bit is safe. Let's see the map real quickly where the exit is. Okay, so I do have to like fly back essentially. See you later, guys. Give me that. Excellent. And now we get out. There's actually like a little bit of an exit sequence as well. A lot of scorpions. That's fine. Nice. Again, simple, fairly short, more challenging than a previous level. It just oh, and also the exit sequence actually had a kind of a cool little structure at the end, but it also had some pretty abrupt edges, so you could see that the area isn't completely fleshed out yet. Yeah, I really quite like that. I honestly think, as far as Maki's maps are concerned, the single player stuff is really top notch. It's very well made, very well put together. I really like his work. Yeah, so Titan CF and Geothermal are definitely like huge thumbs up for those. CM Fuego, not that exciting. Aesthetically quite pretty, but there's just it's not that interesting. Okay, so now we're moving on to Ziqidel. It's called Oberon Circus. It's a challenge mode map, and we'll see what it is real quickly. There it is. Hotshot. Let's see what it is. Oh dear, that doesn't look very promising. Well, we'll see. Huh. Interesting. A lot of shields. And a Lancer. That's a flat surface. Okay, so you go here and... Oh, I know this. Right. This is... Yeah, okay. This doesn't really excite me too much. It's pretty bland, pretty boring. It's just a huge open area. That door is locked. Yeah, I don't think I'm really that interested. I mean, I think I've already said pretty much everything I was going to say about large open maps. There's no lighting here, which, again, if you're trying to do like a thematic thing with darkness, so be it, but this just isn't very interesting to me. Yeah, it feels like a test map more than anything else, so... Yeah, I don't think I have much to say about this. If this was implemented officially, I probably wouldn't really play that much. So that's Oberon Circus for you. But then there's something else. There is Titan Core challenge mode from Ziqidel. Oh, I know this one as well. Right, so this is the one with like the huge magma core in the center. Let's see if I can actually find that bit where you can like go to the center. I wanna find it. Just out of curiosity, what it looks like. Honestly, again, I don't think this is that exciting. This is not something that I find particularly likable. Yeah, it's kind of cool. I mean, it's spherical, which is... There's definitely like a cool concept in there, but I don't think it plays in such an exciting way. You also seem to have... Oh, never mind, that's not a dead end. But I know that this level does have a couple of dead ends. Also, the textures don't like line up perfectly. You can actually make them line up, but it's a bit of a pain. Still not enough to take them out. Wait, where? Hold on, I'm not too far from it now. I actually need to go back a bit. Wait, let's just check it real quickly. Okay, so I need you to go left, left. Wait, no, that's not. Oh no, that is right. Okay, never mind. For a second there I got confused again. Alright. Oh shit. Okay, that is pretty cool. Like once you get to the center it's kind of cool, but again I don't think it plays that well as Chocolate. Again, it's like a huge open area. It is kind of cool to have the core there though. I'm pretty sure that's something they didn't really try to find on the stream when they were when it was like I remember this map was in the weekly challenge as well, and I will say this much: like this core looks kind of cool. Maybe had this part of like a single player thing, because I do like this idea. The idea is pretty cool, honestly. It really is. I don't think it works that well as a map or as a challenge mode map, but it definitely looks cool. So there is that. So yeah, It's huge. The map is huge. It's just really huge. It's too big, I think, for challenge mode, and yeah, it just... I like the center. I think you can probably implement it in a single player level and it will be really cool, and that's something I would possibly look at, but this level I would say no. Right, quit the CM. Okay, so we've done Oberon Circus, we've done Titan Core, and now we have a single player level called Attack on Rhea. That's also from Ziqidel. But where is it? Wait, this is weird. I'm not seeing it. Okay, so I think I found the first map that I missed. Or was it a challenge mode map? No. Okay, so I'm gonna do a little quick pause here, and I'm gonna. Okay. Attack on Rhea is now installed and ready to be played. Rhea Water Park. Alright. Let's see. Ooh. Rhea. Chingasa Water Park. Some bases in Rhea were desperately attacked by the Sovereign during the recent tragedy. The rogue robots are looking for any surviving humans to kill. Tune on for automation instructs you to destroy all robots within the facilities and eliminate the virus. The Chingasa Water Park has been shut down and has frozen over while humans are in cryo. Be careful of any water, as all energy weapons will explode on contact and it will damage your ship's armor. Oh, I see. I see. So you use the blue lava as water. Well, at least that's what I'm guessing you did. All right, we'll see. Oh, there's a little secret right behind you, giving you a huge amount of weapons. Holy shit! Starting with 160 missile pods. That's pretty generous. Let's put it that way. I'm guessing there's going to be a huge amount of enemies. They're not that difficult. Oh, there's like an invulnerability here. What are you preparing us for? Total devastation or something? Okay, I quite like the start. Aha, alright, here we go. Phantoms. So I'll take this. Textures are a bit wonky there. Quite like the tight areas though, with like scorpions and phantoms. That's kind of cool. Also, these seem to be point lights, which I don't think are a good choice. They just kind of illuminate all over the place. Also, you have. Let's wait till the flare goes out. But I believe this is this is shadow casting light, so it does sap some performance, which is something to think about, particularly with like point lights. You don't really want to have point lights because that means point essentially means that it like illuminates the area like right next to the light source itself. So it just looks a little weird. Uh-oh. But then again, maybe that's the idea. What do I know? Anyway, got him. Alright. We have some pipes. That's kind of cool. I like that. You can like navigate between the pipes. Simple but effective. I have a hard time believing this was a water park. I mean, I don't really understand what you mean by the water park. Like families come around and swim or something? Yeah, so there's like no... well, the rock surface is completely flat, which I'm not a huge fan of that. There's like no deformation, which just makes it look a little eh. This Kraken is completely unaware of my presence. Interesting, there's like a green light entity here. Alright, I'm using this circle. Oh, wow, okay. Holy crap. Okay, so we have a lot of cryopods right about here. I mean here. Okay, so we do have the alien robots in here, we do have reavers. That makes sense because you really did arm us with a lot of weapons, so I don't mind strong robots here. We come prepared, we have like 11 nobles. That is a crazy amount of gear actually. Alright, get this. Simple door unlock. Makes sense. a lot of humies. A lot of unknown rescues. I've also done that on my levels where I haven't really fiddled with the hostages yet, so I don't actually know how that exactly works, but I do believe you need to use indexes. Alright, we got that print. We got all of them. Humies are saved. Yeah, okay. Nothing else here, I think. Well, let's see. Where haven't I been yet? Where have I not been yet? It's kind of a cool level. I mean, lots of ice. Okay, so there is an overdrive that basically does precisely dick, I think. Okay, I don't like this sharp edge. Jagged edges like this are a no-go for me. Okay, so there's like another cloak here. Lots of power-ups. It's kind of cool. I mean, like, so this is actually interesting because what you've done here is something I really wanted to do for a level of mine, and I didn't like how it ended up looking because obviously it ended up looking the same. It's like the edge between the ice and the rock is just ugh. But I had a similar idea for one of my levels, and it's just like, doesn't look so good. Sadly, there's no way to actually make it look really nice, at least not to my knowledge. Alright, so we got this, we got this. Yeah, this is a dead end. Seriously, I urge you not to do dead ends. So I can see very much like the similar designs from like Titan Core, where you have like the sort of snake-like tunnels, and there's a bunch of dead ends, and it's just dead ends are not that good. There's like a time and place for them, but they need to be very kind of limited because you don't really want to have your level be. You don't want to have a significant portion of level be backtracking because that's just not interesting. Yes, you can kind of have robots like spawn in and or sort of have like robot closets, but it's just it's not so good generally speaking because the environment is just not that interesting if you're playing twice it twice, through it twice, playing twice it twice. Jesus. Okay. Right, now we need to go. I'm actually not entirely sure how we get there. Because this bit. Oh, no, it does. Okay, it does connect. Right, so we need to go back a bit. Okay. But I can't. Yeah, I can't fit through here. Robots get stuck on this as well, I'm sure. Okie dokie, what do we have? Left, down. Where is it? There it is. Yeah, I'm not crazy about shit like that. If it's a secret compartment, like, fine, I guess, but this feels like a shield tax. Alright, darkness is outside. But we have the Crusher now, which is nice. Ammo has been maximized, just had 400 rounds. You like your super power-ups. I think you have... again, I don't know if this is the first level. Then, you know, the player is very, very heavily geared. I mean, I get it, you use some of those alien robots, but still, this is some heavy-duty hardware. Okay, where to now? Oh no, I took the wrong tunnel. I think. Yeah, okay, I guess I'll go right again. You know what? Actually, I think it's a time. I actually know kind of where to go, but let's try the holo guide. Can't reach security key. Oh, you've been useful. Okay. Let's go here. Yeah, honestly, like aesthetically, I'm not too crazy about it. Like this sort of jagged edge and stuff. It's like, I guess. Okay, I need to go up. Let's grab this energy. All right. So I actually need to go down from one of... Where's the bit that connects to the downstairs area? Okay, so this connects to everything there. Okay, so I need to go over here. Right, behind me. Yeah, this isn't super intuitive, to be honest. Which isn't necessarily a bad thing, but... I do like it when it kind of starts off a bit more simple and builds up from there. Like the annoying thing is like, oh, there's like this huge open area where you can sort of move around a lot and get lost in. But then there's like this one right spot, like this one right entrance or pathway you need to find that will take you to the right place, which is kind of like okay, I guess. I think the way where you need to go could be a little bit more obvious. You could have some arrows or something along those lines. Alright, let's see what we have downstairs. I'm guessing that's supposed to be a water slide for the kids. Or they end up in a ditch. Okay. Maybe water park means something else. maybe I'm thinking about it in the wrong way. Okay. Yeah, see, that's not very interesting. See, I'll tell you why I don't like this. It's okay to have a robot behind a door. It's perfectly fine. And yes, I could have kept my distance door, but I don't particularly like that there's like no room to dodge here. Yes, I could back all the way back to here, but then that's like driller territory. Like this is where you start sniping essentially. So if you're gonna put a robot like that right after a door, at least give like more dodging room, even if you're not at point blank range. That's my recommendation. Because if I have to be all the way back here and I have to like pussyfoot around and opening every single door like this, it's not gonna be that fun. At least not for me. Then again, you know. Oops. Just hit him with a Nova. Okay, let's see. There we go. I don't have the restricted area keys. There's another cloak here. I don't really understand why there are so many of these power-ups. That's, again, it's very jagged edges, so it's like, I get it, like what you're trying to do with the concept, like it's supposed to be kind of like flowing water and then it freezes over, and there's like no way to kind of have it look good. And it is kind of frustrating, and I've struggled with that as well, and just kind of steered clear from water textures or ice textures altogether in this kind of a context. Okay, 48 creepers. So there's like a huge amount of weaponry here. Oh, there's like an upstairs area here. Guess I'll take the invulnerability. Might as well. Before I completely run out of enemies. Okay. Yeah, I do feel like there's like a real lack of decals. The level doesn't really feel alive to me. It's just like, oh, it's another blocky room, and oh, it's another blocky room. Like, there's a little bit of geometry magic going on here and there, but the level just doesn't, like, the environment doesn't feel very interesting. Like, if you look at the level itself, it's huge and it's pretty intricate, but a lot of it is just very sort of cubey. It's, I mean, obviously it's going to be cubes because it's deformed cubes, but it's all very blocky. It's all like right angle turns, and it's I think the level could be brought alive a bit more with some interesting decal work and some interesting sort of geometric elements. Can't really find anything here. I don't know how to get to the key, to be honest. I am struggling a bit. So it looks like it's... Oh, I'm supposed to go there. Okay, how do I get down there? Because there's a grate blocking my way. There's a grate blocking this area, so I have to get down there. Actually, I didn't know how to get down there. Oh, there's like an uncharted bit there, so I need to go. Oh, I don't know how to get there either. Wait, something's wrong. Am I missing something, or have I explored everything? I think something went wrong with this level, or I'm missing something. Yeah, that doesn't open. Wait, there has to be a security door that I can enter, right? I am lost. So a grate is blocking my progress here and here, so I can't get through that. Maybe there's like a switch I need to shoot at. Can I see it from here? No, that's just like an invulnerability, and there's like another invulnerability down there. I can see lava down there, blue lava, or I suppose water in this case. Yeah, no, it feels like there's... I don't know how to finish the level. I'm yeah, maybe missing something completely obvious, but it seems like I'm stuck. I'm willing to say that I don't know how to finish this level. Wait. Yeah, this looks like a dead end. Yeah, it feels like one of these grates is not supposed to be there. Can't go down there. Blocked by grate. Yeah, I know I said like, oh, I'd finished the level, but I am lost. You know what? Let's cheat a bit. There we go. Look, guys. Oh shit. I made it. Those are homunculars. Okay, that was an imbiculus, but... Okay, so now we're getting a lot of these icky alien robots. Okay. 50 creepers. Oh, so these... That's actually a pretty cool use of pipes. I like that. I like that a lot. That's actually a cool way to do it. It doesn't really like line up here very well, but whatever. The concept is definitely neat. I'm glad I cheated my way to this segment of the map, because things got a bit more interesting here. That's pretty cool, actually. Oh, fuck me. Didn't I feed them a lot of creepers just now? There, fixed it. Uh-oh. Yeah, okay, so I see, like, this level gets, you know, considerably more difficult as you progress through it. But yeah, it's very tight, a lot of, like, default segment size stuff. It's like... it's not that interesting. Like, the environment is just kind of I mean, there's a lot of map. It's a huge map. But what I would do is I would work really hard on like a smaller part of the map. Boss 2B. This guy, to my knowledge, doesn't actually have an attack. Interesting. Yeah. So yeah, what I would do is I would focus more on a just like a smaller area. Just like really design it. Work really hard on designing like a smaller, tighter map. Because this is huge. Like, holy shit! And I cheated through like a certain area to get to the next area, and I think I'm about to cheat again. Wait, I need to go back there. Yeah. Got these guys. Yeah, everything is very like again. The game isn't that fun if it's super tight. Like if it's just like a default segment width and height, then it's just you can barely move. Like there's just very little you can do in terms of dodging. In Descent, it wasn't as pronounced because the ship was smaller relative to the default segment. But in Overload, you can like really feel it that default segment is not enough to dodge properly. So that's why I kind of want to have like at least like a 5x5 or 6x6. Type deal. Okay, so here you have a very difficult fight. That's kind of cool, I guess. This is much better combat environment, especially when fighting these more difficult robots. Well, the alien ones. You actually have room to dodge a bit. So, yeah, see, this is like a really nice area. Very nice size. Because I think the thing with really like big and long levels is that you kind of start to get a certain degree of sort of fatigue from it. It's just like I really like this idea of having like a shorter bursts, if you will. Basically more levels but shorter levels. And try to make each one like as unique as you can, but really sort of short bursts. I really like that. Long stuff can be really cool too if there's like a continuous sort of theme through it. I know one player or one guy from the Discord was talking about making a huge level where it's like, oh, you go through layers of the level and it's like unique themes and it all makes sense sort of geologically. Which I really like the sound of. But here it's just kind of like, oh yeah, it's like, I have no idea where I am, and I'm guessing this is a water park, Ria water park. So yeah, I'm kind of lost. I don't know where to really go. So yeah, it doesn't really rhyme as well. Alright. Beat them in Nova. Okay, there's nothing here. Oops. Alright, lots of pipes, but I don't think I actually found anything from this, like the end of this area. I'm not sure why I came to this area. I thought I was gonna get another key, but no. Okay. Alright, so let's see the other side. What do we have here? Didn't mean to do that. Oh, I have 6 time bombs as well. Alright, getting some pretty heavy weapons. Oh, level 2 security access denied. Oh, hello. Because you go and you get the overdrive and then boom, you get ambushed by Phantom. I see, I see. I see what you did there. I really quite like the energy center now. This is very neat. Okay, let's see, what do we have here? A somewhat tight fit. Speedy Devastator. That was enough to one-shot it, nice. A little bit of a damage experiment right there. Okay. Guardian. Okay, I guess this is the part where I was supposed to astral. Oh man. Let's see. Where are we currently? Wow, this is huge. But see, the thing is, so here's something to note. And why I think this level ultimately doesn't work that well. Stuff isn't really interconnected. Your level isn't really super interconnected. It's just a huge amount of sort of relatively linear tunnels. It's just a lot of tunnels, and they don't connect a lot of areas. It's just like, oh, you go from one area to the next and the next and the next, and it's not very interconnected. Like there's, for example, it's only one way to get down here instead of having like multiple pathways to all the areas in the level. It just feels kind of like, oh, like you go through this tunnel and then you go through the next tunnel and then the next tunnel and the tunnel and then another kind of a linear tunnel, and there's like this huge like circular staircase essentially, and then it's just like a single tunnel here and a single tunnel there. It doesn't really connect everything. Like, for example, you could have easily had something like, oh, this bit here connects to this bit here. Like, connect your map more. Otherwise, there's just a huge amount of backtracking. It's like, oh, you fight your way all the way through here, 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 to this end here, and there's no fucking key card there. So I think there was like a, I don't know, pack of creepers or something there, but why do you come like through this huge segment? And there was a lot of fighting here as well. And in the end, it's just like, oh, now you get to backtrack through all this. So yeah, this is something that I think doesn't really work so well on this map. It's just very kind of... I like this area too. Like, this is a well-made area, but then it doesn't like connect anything else. Like, there could have easily been like a connection here, and there could have been like a connection to here or to the very end or to somewhere, because it just feels like it's really, really, oddly enough, really linear. And then there was obviously the thing that I couldn't actually figure out how to get like the level 2 key card. Oh, okay, I know where it is. Or do I? Is there like a secret here that I let's just see real quickly. Yeah, no, it's not. It's just an overdrive here. Yeah, I don't know how to get to the... how to initially get to the key card. Or did I miss it? Wait. Because there's like a key card here. There's a lot of... I wasn't supposed to do that. Let's see where I am currently. I want to fly back to this area down here. Okay, so this is where everything kind of fell apart. Now, was this where I was supposed to go all the time? Because I could have sworn this was locked, but I must have found the key card. Okay, my bad. Alright, so we get the Lancer here. We already have the Lancer though, I think. It's really tight. Okay. So you don't want alien robots in like a 4x4x4 segment. It's just like, it's not gonna be good gunplay. Again, this is like so tight. It's like, oh, how are you gonna get through without taking damage from like the reactor turret? Okay, so you can kind of do it like this, but it's just like a little too tight for comfort. I guess that's why I give a lot of power-ups, but then again, like if you have to keep giving a lot of power-ups, it doesn't play that well. I don't know. Maybe I just sound like a whiny bitch, most likely, but Okay, so okay, so I guess that's when I was supposed to do the whole like the segment that I just did, and now I don't really know how I'm supposed to get to this key card here. Ooh, okay, I'm just gonna astral to it. Oh shit. Where's the... Oh, I'm guessing that's supposed to... Oh, right, so I didn't... Okay, let's see. I guess I'm gonna trigger this now. Oh, hello. Oh, there's like a... Okay. Okay, so that's how you're supposed to get to the... I don't even know like what kind of steps I should have taken, to be honest, to get to this point. But let's see. Okay, so we got all this stuff. I kind of like the cool lights here. But yeah, I must have misunderstood what the word light water park means. Oh, okay, hello. Okay, so these are now unlocked. Guessing there was some trigger and script magic going on there. Alright, so now I have a level 3 access. And I'm gonna be honest with you, I am just going to astral my way to the area that I haven't yet explored. Because look, this is a huge amount of backtracking and trying to figure out like where the hell am I supposed to even go. Maybe they... Let's see if the guidebot works. Follow me to the reactor. Oh, nice. He actually knows where to go. Nice. Let's go. I'm pretty sure the guidebot couldn't actually reach the key when I was astraling for the first time. But I can certainly find it now. Come on, little buddy. Locks on with the smash attack. Jesus, that is a huge distance. Where are we going? Oh, hey, look. Guidebot served me well. Does my vortex deal any damage? No, it doesn't. It's just a regular cyclone. Alright, die. This doesn't line up. It's not a huge deal though. Something about it is a bit weird though. Your secrets here? No. Alright. Okay, so there's a reactor there. Okay, of course. I guess it's gonna be like a nasty little ambush. Oh, okay. Okay, so I think I found the safe spot. Oh, yes. Okay, finding reactor. Oh, so now we get the time bomb. Find me the exit. Oh, am I gonna die before the end? Really? Oh dear, that's not good. Let me guess, it's gonna be like a nasty little trap here before we get out of here. Oh, of course there is. Oh my god. Yeah, no. Oh wow. Oh. Oh man. Jesus. 128 autos. So what do we have? 36 goblins. Huge amounts of stuff. Wow, these almost look like challenge mode stats. Okay. I really wish I hadn't put that reaver there, because I would have seen the second level. I'm gonna be honest. Auto save. Yeah, this was tiring. I'm gonna tick this. I didn't particularly like attack on Rhea, and I think I've already basically brought out a bunch of points, so I don't think it's that good. So now we move on to Oberon's map, and we are going to challenge mode maps. And I'm going to play a challenge mode map now that I have not yet played. It's called CM Lacuna, and the picture that came with it, or it came with, looked really cool. Ah, that's the one. Yeah, this looks really neat. I want to see what this is in game. What is it like in game? Right, initializing Lacuna. Oh, this is pretty trippy. This is some weird stuff. I wonder how he made it, because this isn't mirrored, is it? Yeah, both of these are unique. This is some serious cube magic. Okay, let's check the... Okay, it's not that big, but it does have quite a bit of complexity to it. Right, let's fly around in it a bit. Aha, right. Man, this is cool. This is just this will make your head spin. I can pass through here. It's maybe a bit narrow, but no, it's fine. It's fine. This is a cool map. I like this. This is really quite exciting. I like the play of shadows as well, I guess. But wait, where's the main one? Ah, here it is. Yeah, it does cast shadows. This is really quite cool. I'm guessing this is some sort of an alien texture, or maybe it's custom, I don't know. Either way, it looks weird. And this is the good kind of weird. What do we have here? Bit of light. These two sides don't have lights for whatever reason. Who knows? Maybe the creator does. Yeah, some pretty nice decal work here. Yeah, this looks pretty damn polished. I like it. It's a bit of a weird, like, head spinning design, but it's kind of cool. Like it has this very sort of slim walls or narrow walls, but just enough to split you from your pose. It also looks like you can, you know, really take the pace of the combat. Everything kind of connects real nicely and works real nicely. There's ample cover. I like this map. I think this map is really quite good. I think this this could very well make it to the final cut. Yeah, this is good. Very aesthetic. Yeah, honestly, I think I've seen enough, to be honest. I mean, oh, okay, so, oh, no. Okay, found it. Found the thing that's wrong with this level. This edge is a bit borked. So yeah, that's the problem with doing like these really narrow edges. Like, I mean, I guess here as well, there's a bit of a lip, if you will. But yeah, overall, this level the concept is really good. I really like it. I mean, aesthetic, it's basically done. It just needs a couple of those lips need a bit of a rework, and then it's Gucci. This map looks, yeah, it looks really good. It feels very nice too. I mean, there's like this is a nice open area, but there's plenty of places where the robots kind of converge on you. So it's not like, oh, you're super safe. You can get kind of flanked from every single side. So it's actually not that safe to stay in this large open area, because there's going to be a lot of sort of vertical flanking and flanking on kind of the horizontal plane as well. So yeah, this is really good. I think this is going to be this is very nice. Yeah, so this was Oberon's Lacuna. Very strong map. Definitely like this one. Right, so next up is Manifold. I've played this one. So this one, I watched the revival stream after it was already. I watched it, you know, after the streaming was done, and I saw him playing Manifold. And he had some critique about Manifold. Overall, much of it would overlap. I too would like the textures to be very clear. But the thing with this level is it's a very weird level, and it really reminds me of Descent 2. I can't remember what level it was, but Descent 2 had some of these really kind of abstract levels, and there's interesting like geometry there. It does have quite a bit of space. It's not too tight. It is fairly large. It's maybe a bit too large for my taste, but it's good. The design isn't super counterintuitive, but it is somewhat, you know, it's kind of intuitive, but there's a little bit of like weird stuff going on. But it definitely feels very easy to navigate. So yeah, it's pretty nice. It's pretty nice. I like the blend of open and tight, and it has plenty of it. It has plenty of sort of contrast. So yeah, this for example is like it's actually, yeah, it's two default segments across here, which gives you kind of nice ample room to do a bunch of different types of dodge maneuvers. So yeah, this actually works quite well. I think the map is a little bit too big for the current robot spawn rate. At least in Infinite, it feels super slow. Then again, I'm moving around a lot, so let's see what's behind me. Oh look, not much. Okay, so there's like a couple of Tritons here. So yeah, it's a bit slow in terms of robot action. I think because it's so big, it works quite nicely for newer players. I don't like super wyverns, but hey, that's just me. Fast time hit scan, it's not a very pleasant combo. You need more challenge mode spawn entities, because those two were overlapping, or those spawns were overlapping. I wonder what you did here. This looks kind of interesting. It's pretty cool. But yeah, overall I think aesthetically this level is cool. It's pretty abstract, like it doesn't really feel like a real place, but it doesn't need to. It just does a bunch of interesting geometry, and that's what this level does. It has pretty unique geometry. I quite like it. Yeah, I quite like it. I quite like it. I do like Lacuna more. I think Lacuna is just like a nicer sort of. It's more tight, and it's maybe a bit more well thought through. But this one's pretty good too. It definitely plays quite nicely. It doesn't feel unpleasant. It doesn't feel like it's a chore to play this level. No, it feels quite nice. So yeah, I think Manifold is it's fine. But I do think Lacuna is stronger. So if one of these is going to get implemented, my money would be running on Lacuna. All right, and that is it from Oberon. So we do have Quarry. Actually, now we move on to Chili buses levels. So we have Quarry, Heirloom, Meridian, and Impermanence. So up first is Quarry. There we go. Hot shot. Let's see how it works. I'm not even sure if I've even played this level. Oh look, the decals don't line up. Hey, that's a Descent level. That's Descent 1 level. What was it, 3? Yeah, Descent 1 level 3. What the fuck is this though? That's not Descent 1 level 3 anymore. Okay, so this bit is. There's a secret. Oh, so you made like a loop? Yeah, okay, so yeah, it's so yeah, this is Descent 1 level 3. Or areas of it. But it's not quite the same. Yeah, so here you get you have like the deep sort of I like that's kinda cool. But yeah, this is Descent. Yeah, this is where you're supposed to get the spread fire, but something has changed. Like it's not quite like right. Like this isn't supposed to be here. I'm guessing he kind of took some creative liberties with it to kind of make it work better. I mean, yeah, the texture work is kind of and where's he going? Well, straight to hell, I guess. Can we move on to... Okay, so right, so you have like the... Yeah, this room is way too big for challenge mode. It's not going to be that interesting for challenge mode, I think. But I do like this. Some of these ideas, how you kind of connected the areas. I mean, aesthetically, the level is... A couple of things are nice, but a lot of it is just kind of... like, what the fuck is this? But it's... But yeah, I mean, I think the concept is kind of neat. Like, it is clearly too big for challenge mode, I think. Oof, that's huge. And it's a bit too linear here, like the stuff isn't interconnected enough. So I don't think it really works as a challenge mode that well, but hey, I do like, Descent 1 stuff being ported into Overload. I mean, I've done it a bit myself, so hey, that's kind of cool, I guess. It's an interesting idea. I don't think it actually works in this particular case that well. So yeah, that's quarry. So on to heirloom. Sounds fancy. All right, let's see. Oh, we have 3 heirlooms. I guess we'll take the one without the special letters. Hotshot heirloom. Too open. I'm 5 seconds into it, I can say it's too open. Sorry, bro, but yeah, it's too much. I have actually played this before, yeah, I remember now. I've given this a good spin. These textures are a little weird, but not too weird. I do like the decal work here. This is pretty neat. I want to see if I can see. Yeah, see, I can see into this decal because it's on like the corner. But I do like the idea. Like, obviously, it kind of looks cool to have these lights running here. Obviously, you can, if you know what to look for, then you can see the decals. It's very open. It's not enough like obstacles in the way. It's just like it's too open. But it is interesting that it actually has kind of a cool aesthetic going on. The level looks pretty cool. I'll say this much. Holy shit, these things do not line up down there. But yeah, it's what is this? Oh yeah, that's the part that starts to kind of confuse me. Yeah, it's kind of a cool concept. It's way too open. That's basically my verdict right now. It doesn't even matter what the composition of the robots are. It's just it's too much. Most of the stuff will be completely irrelevant, and then like Guardians will be dangerous or something along those lines, or alien robots. So it just basically becomes about those. This looks a little shit, but yeah, it actually has some cool things to it. This lip looks, yeah, this transition to like the rock looks kind of crap here. You can also see through the decal there, but these are, you know, minor nitpicks. I don't know if Chile is watching, then I don't know if you have a plan to ever go back to this map. This map is huge too. Yeah, it's really quite big. Oh, it's symmetrical as well. I'm not a huge fan of symmetry, as I've already. Gonricker's saying, yeah, not a, you know, if one half of the map plays a specific way and then the second half plays in the exact same way, then, you know, it's like, why do you even have the other half of the map? Begs that question. So yeah, oh cool, this is all connected as well. These decals don't line up because there's deformation. This looks a little weird, but yeah, it's cool. I remember this is one of those earlier maps. The weird thing is, like, this map actually has a couple of cool things going for it, but then it's like it doesn't really come together that well. So that was heirloom. Quit the CM menu. All right, heirloom's done. Not really my cup of tea because it's just too open. It's not gonna work for me. Meridian, right? CM Meridian. So that's one that I've played as well. So there's Meridian G and Meridian. One of them had, like, I believe it was Meridian G that had the converging wind tunnels in the center of the map, which really fucked with the robots. So the problem with this map is, so yeah, it had like converging wind tunnels here. So the G version isn't gonna work. I can say that much from the get-go. There's some flickering here, which is no good. The map is really quite tight, and it has a pretty difficult robot composition. You have lots of area of effect damage dealers. I mean, Scourge variants are just nasty shit. This bit here is fine. This bit here is really a little bit too tight for comfort. I think it's actually a 5x5. I might be wrong. It does feel a bit more open than a normal default segment. So this area is kind of nice and open. But here's the thing with this map. And if you look at the map, it's kind of like a stretched up map. It honestly feels a bit like a map I made. So a while ago I made this map called Simplicity that I think had a very similar problem where it was just kind of like too stretched out. There wasn't enough sort of pathways from the sides. And this has two of these vertical pathways to the side that you don't really want to use because they're just very dangerous. They're pretty tight, and if you encounter an area of effect damage dealer, i.e. a missile robot in the tunnels, you're going to take some pretty much some guaranteed damage, which is something you don't really want. Another thing is this level overall is pretty small. It's difficult to kind of dictate the pace of the combat on this level because there isn't that much level here, so you can't really like you can kind of break away from combat, but it's sometimes reliable. Yeah, I mean, I guess the side panel does work for that quite well. So you're either stuck doing these sort of laps kind of vertically, or you can just duke it out here on in this battle arena. Aesthetically, I think there's just too much stuff going on. Some of these textures don't line up, some of these textures aren't aligned. This doesn't, like the transition doesn't look that good. Same here, it looks a little messy. This is just super bland. Same for ceiling, wall, and floor. Then there's like these weird transitions here. This looks like shit over here. Again, like, there's just so many thematic things going on. Like, oh, now look, now we have the hostage room thingy, and it's a bit of a mess. I think if you kind of clean up the texturing, it'll look much better. It just needs to be more consistent, or alternatively, what you can do is you can give different levels different like floors on the level, different thematics. So let's say like the middle floor is like, I don't know, a certain color or a certain texture set, and then like the top level is a certain texture set, rather than having these things kind of like mix and mash and mishmash all over the fucking place. Yeah, that's what I would start with. I would also probably cut back on the missile robots because the level is a bit tight for them. And yeah, that's kind of where I would start. There's like a bunch of like polishy bits that needs to go into this, but other than that, it has potential. I think it's there's definitely something here. Like this can actually work. So yeah, that's what I think about it. Definitely no to the like converging wind tunnels, which are on the G version, because they really fuck up the robots. They will just get kind of stuck in it, or they don't actually get stuck, but they will loop a couple of times and then they'll get free. But it's not good. The wind tunnels affect the robots much more than they affect the player. So even a relatively weak wind tunnel will actually affect the robot quite a bit. So yeah, there's that. Overall, I think this level is like this all here is maybe a little like too open. Maybe there should be like a grate here or something so that you can actually kind of break the combat a bit and just kind of get a moment to rest. I did play this a bit. I found it gets pretty messy. So there's that. Oh look, a rate of fire and the cyclone. Yeah, I don't like Scourge variants, to be honest, and I really don't like them on this map. It's just a lot of like, you're gonna end up taking a lot of sort of annoying hits. And there's like the Korgans as well, like everything just kind of is AoE damage in a relatively tight map, so it's like, whatever. I'd stick to like basic energy projectiles for the most part, and maybe have like the Korgan variants, which are not as obnoxious as the Scourge variants. I think that's kind of where you get the nice balance where you kind of do need some area of effect damage, but not too much of it. So that's where I stand. Kind of needs textures cleaned up a bit, more sort of thematically clear and consistent. And then yeah, I think this map will actually get considerably better, because let's face it, aesthetics does play a role, and layout wise, the level has quite a bit of verticality to it. It's kind of like a stretched out level. If we look at the map, it's kind of stretched out, and then there's it's kind of stretched out vertically as well. There's not a lot of width to it, but it doesn't really need to have it because it already has like 3 layers or 3 levels, if you will. So I think there's plenty to work with. I would possibly maybe get rid of some of the corners and kind of smooth them out a bit, so they're not get rid of some of the, like the right angle corners, so everything's just like a little bit smoother, and so it's not a huge deal, but I think it would maybe make it a bit more aesthetically pleasing. I mean, there's some decal work that's quite nice, and it's pretty good. There's definitely something there. I do kind of like it. Okay, I definitely like it more than like Quarry or Heirloom. And then finally we have Impermanence. Alright, let's see. Impermanence from Chile. Did I not install it? Really? Really? Or was it a single player level? Oh dear, I didn't install it, did I? Blah. Okay. Alright, fine. I guess we'll quit out real quickly. So, I want Impermanence. Alright, jump to Impermanence. Get this zip. Alright, Impermanence G. I guess I just want the regular old Impermanence. I don't particularly care for all the bells and whistles that the other options have. Yeah, just the regular version. Okay, we got that installed and back to overload. Alright, challenge mode. Impermanence. Where is it? Here it is. Hot shot, let's go. Really blocky. Really blocky. Too blocky. For my taste. I think this is actually like a smooth... No, it's not. So... there's actually deformation in that wall. Alright, yeah. Oh god, this is so blocky. This is Cube the map. Yeah, pretty tight too. Meridian is definitely better. I'll say this much. Yeah, it's what the fuck is this? I guess it's intentionally 45-degree angle. Oh, it actually one-shot the Phantom, interesting. Yeah, I don't like this. I think geometry-wise it's very fucking boring. But, you know, it's... Yeah, Meridian was definitely better. There's also some weird light artifacts popping up here and there. I reckon this map is like a nightmare to chunk properly, too. So, there's obviously that concern. Yeah, this is just... not something I want to fly in. I'm gonna be honest. I mean, it's like it's parts of it are super tight, parts of it are not. So you do actually have a variety of environments here. So there's like this little bit of a bigger room here where the cursor currently is. So this here is like more open. Plenty of ways for the robots to kind of flank you. Yeah, I'm gonna be honest, I probably could not be bothered to play this. Meridian is something that I would probably give a shot. So Meridian is something... Meridian is the strong one from Chile's maps, I think. Yeah, it's just... I think the geometry already is just not interesting at all. This feels like a Descent 1 map. And, not even that much of a Descent 1, it's like... There seems to be... It's as if you're working with some technical limitations. That's why it's so blocky. It's just... Yeah, it's not that interesting to me. So, Impermanence is done. Yeah, overall Meridian is pretty good. Meridian, I think, has potential. And if it gets cleaned up a bit more, some things changed and added, then it will be good. Alright, so we are now off to Miasmic's maps. So up first we have oh shit, hold on. My pen broke. So first up we have Smelter, which is a... it's a challenge mode map. And I'm not even sure if I played it. No, I haven't. So Smelter's the one I haven't played. Okay. Jump into this with Hotshot. I think this was a pretty early map as well. Let's see what it looks like. No, wait, this... oh, I don't like this jagged edge already. Let's see... yeah, default segment. Oh dear, what happened with the textures here? Again, very, like, sharp edges. I don't like that at all. This is a... not a very smooth transition to the cave area. This could... it basically needs like an extra little segment here and then have some pebbles on it and it'll look good. We have a shield detected on the reactor. This is what? So okay. This needs some. I'm not even sure how you're gonna how you would fix this. I think it's you need to like either you need to do like a Y map or you need to do a texture alignment or a mixture of the two, or one or the other. Anyway, it's possible to actually make this flow quite well. I'm a little lost. Oh, this level doesn't have music as well. Okay, so yeah, it's very open here, a bit too open for my taste. This bit is kind of... I don't like these tight tunnels though. It's not my cup of tea. This bit I actually quite like. This is pretty aesthetic. I quite like this. But yeah, it's simply too open, I think. The downfall of it is it's too open. You basically you either stay here for the vast majority of the game, and then you just kind of loop down here and chill out here for a while, and there's just like nothing can touch you apart from hit scans and just alien robots. So it's basically just going to be really kind of a it's not going to be that interesting, I think. So yeah, and obviously there's some like aesthetic things to work on. There's a bunch of transitions and lips and textures. And to my knowledge, I don't know if this map is even on the table anymore for you. Yeah, I think you said you'll submit TBDB, Turnstile, and belt it to the final challenge. So I'm gonna quit Smelter for now. Alright, so Smelter's down. Actually, has a couple of things that I kind of liked about it. Definitely did with a lava flow starts. That room actually looks pretty good. So yeah, there's a couple of things that are nice about it. Alright, DBDB. I'm guessing that stands for Thunderbolt Database. So let's see. Okay, so we have it right here, TPDB. Let's jump into this on Hotshot. I have tested this out. Let's see how it has changed. I believe this is actually an upgraded version. Alright, let's see. Okay, so this is the one where you take the... Oops, missed. Okay, so... kind of like in Chromatic, where you take the wind tunnel, you get a little boost of energy, and then that's it. Okay, so let's test it out if we can. Yeah, no, the wind tunnel is really powerful. You can't really chill out in the energy center. Okay, so we do have like this ice layer here. And then we have this bit here. Oh, and this all just connects. Okay, so that's fair enough. Danger. Ooh, we have a blue arrow here. That's a custom decal, I believe. That's pretty cool. No shadow casting lights. Nice. Very good for performance. Yeah. Nice. Don't really see any chunking problems either. Yeah, that's pretty nice. Not bad at all. Yeah, some pretty good texture work. I'd probably change the ceiling, but that's just me. I don't like that stripy thing. It's more of a personal taste thing though. I mean, the texturing itself is solid. Ceiling, walls, and floors are different. I do think it's maybe a bit open, maybe a bit too open, but then again, there are people that like that anyway, so hey, whatever. That's pretty good. I think it has definitely been improved. I don't remember what exactly was different, but it most certainly has changed a bit. Okay, this transition doesn't. It's okay, so there is like a bevel here, which kind of like yeah. Okay, I see. Yeah, this would have been a bitch to alter otherwise. This here looks a little like there is no proper. Yeah, okay, I get it. So there's no deformation on this side, so that the warning stripe bevel would. Yeah, I would honestly just change it. Have this segment be with like the industrial things, and then maybe like split another segment there. Do like a two-way split, and then turn half of it ice, turn the other half industrial, and put bevels in the industrial bit, and then actually have deformation, the ice bit immediate, and then the right angle corner will actually look better. That's what I would probably do with that. Yeah, I mean overall I think this level is it's decent. Like it's not nothing too fancy going on aesthetically. I mean there's like a couple of pipes here and there. These walls look pretty bland to be honest. I mean there's like the window thingy there, but geometry wise I think it's pretty decent. Yeah, it's okay. It's quite nice. Like I'm not super crazy about it, but yeah, it's perfectly passable. Like it's fine. It's quite nice. Right, so that's TBDB. It's a bit open, so obviously, like most robots, will not be too much of a threat to you. But yeah, if there are hit scans, they will not be ultra obnoxious on this map because it has quite a bit of openness to it. So you will either see them coming, or you can kind of dodge quite a bit because they will be quite far away. So up next is Belted. I'll do Belted first, and then I'll do Turnstile. Where is it? There it is. Alright, so this is the really early map. Okay, so this is the one I'm gonna really tear into. Experience. I know that sound. Okay, so this is the alien environment. If you look at the level, why is it lagging like that? That was weird. Anyway, the level is fairly tight. There's not a lot of wiggle room here. I know this. I believe when I played it, this level had a lot of experience in it. I'm not finding any robots right now, but the problem with the alien bots is they are difficult, and if you have alien robots on the level, you can easily make stuff a little bit more open, so you have more room to wiggle and dodge stuff. Otherwise, it's going to be pretty obnoxious. I mean, we have missile pod Gorgons, which are going to do some AoE damage. Spectralis, we already seen Experience. Yeah, you really want space for those. Like Experience can be really like nasty in a tight tunnel, like such as this. Like, oh, where do you go? Straight to hell, I suppose. So yeah, it's overall, I'm not a huge fan of alien robots. I don't think they actually I don't think they work that well in the game. Mainly because they are given their health pools are, I think, a bit too much. You really want your weapons to feel strong, and they don't feel that strong against the alien robots. I mean, yes, I was one-shotting Spectralises with the Thunderbolt, but this is hotshot difficulty. I believe it doesn't actually one-shot them on like Insane or Ace or both. So yeah, overall this level, I'm not getting a lot of action right now for whatever reason. Alright, so we have Ogres, again a robot that's it's pretty fast projectiles. Oh right, that was a mistake. Okay, there was something there. I mean, I've played it a bit, so I know what to expect with this level. It's a bit tight for my taste. I personally don't really like the alien aesthetic either, but this is, Not really the map maker's fault. It's just I don't like the alien aesthetic at all. It never really clicked with me. Not in single player, not in custom games. Okay, well, it's the level is missing something. Like, to me, it's just it doesn't click with me. I think it's a bit tight, but maybe it's just not interesting enough for me. Who knows? The main criticism that I would give is that the level is it's gonna become a huge mess on Countdown, first of all, and it is a bit tight. It does have a difficult robot composition, and I think it would benefit from a bit more openness. Like tunnels like these, this is stuff you don't really want to be using on a tight level. But yeah, overall I think it's decent. It's not default segment wide, so there's definitely that's definitely good. Yeah, maybe I would just make like this slightly wider. But overall I think it's fine. It's just a little small, a little cramped. But I don't think it feels too obnoxious. It's not like, oh, there's nowhere to dodge. No, there is room. There is room if you know what you're doing. Yeah, I mean... Okay, that was a little nasty. Nice and tight. Very small, very small. Yeah, but it's fine. I think the improvements have definitely worked. The lighting is way better than it used to be. It's... I just don't like alien robots that much. But yeah, overall I think it's fine. Cool. So, Belted is done. Let's see Turnstile. There we go. Okay, Turnstile played a bit more than other maps from Miasmic. Yeah, I like this. Ooh, nice. She made a little hexagonal bit here. Yeah, this is quite nice. Okay, this is definitely altered. Has a pretty large open area in the middle, but it also has like a pillar in the middle, which obstructs some view. So it's not as easy to just cheese everything. Quite a bit of aesthetics. I kind of like if I'd probably, because I don't like right angles that much. I kind of put like bevels on the edges, but that would kind of make that thing disappear. So it's not really possible on this map. Well, I like it. It's aesthetically consistent. Not like super interesting aesthetically, but environment-wise, it's like it's quite nice and open. It's pretty easy to move around. Haha, this bit is a bit too small for this fan. This opening. It's not a perfect 8x8. Alright, it also has regular vanilla robots. It gets really quite open in the middle, which against like non-alien bots is really quite easy. Yeah, it's pretty... I reckon it's pretty easy to stay on top of things here. I quite like it. Like, something is just... It just feels a bit boring to me, aesthetically. But I think the layout is solid. So like gameplay-wise, it's fine. It works. It just works. Yeah. Infinite definitely feels a bit slow, but it's just nice. So I can really like look at the little details here and there. Yeah, this is like neat little bit of polish, stuff like that. Handle that guy. Oh, that's quite nice. This texture doesn't line up here. Yeah, it's a bit of a sharp corner here. Don't really like that. same here. Like, stuff like this, just there's nothing really wrong with it, but it's just like it's yeah, it's fine. Honestly, all things considered, it's fine. I think there has been like a huge improvement in terms of maps. I think the turnstile one is really quite good. It is symmetrical, which is kind of the... I guess this is honestly probably the biggest problem I have with this map, is that one half plays a certain way, and then the other half plays exactly the same way. So yeah, symmetry is probably the biggest problem with this map overall. It would be considerably more interesting if it was asymmetrical. So yeah, 50-50 copy-paste is... I don't really like it. It can work in some cases, generally I think in single-player cases. But yeah, I'm gonna play this quite a bit, so the map works, the layout is fine, the proportions are pretty good. I would possibly just maybe tighten it a little bit, but overall it works, it's fine. I think really it doesn't need that much tightening, it just needs to be asymmetric. But again, to each their own. Overall I think this is probably Miasmic's strongest map. But honestly, TBDB and Belted were kind of similar. Probably Belted I like the least. It's TBDB and Turnstile. I think those are the strong ones from Miasmic. So yeah, that's that. Overall, I think it's pretty decent. It's pretty solid. Right. So we've gone through. Wow, we've gone through quite a few now. Okay, I'm just gonna check that I didn't miss anything. Right, Miasmic's done. And we're on to Joshem and Heatsink CM. Alright, hotshot. Let's go randomize that thing and it's go time. Haha, this is pretty cool. It's very aesthetic. Okay, there's quite a bit of space in this middle room here. There's even a bit of a... Oh, that's an energy center. That's actually working. Alright, let's check this out. Oh yeah, I remember, this was also in the weekly challenge way back. Okay, let's check the map, minimap a bit. Hello, that's very yellow. Okay, well yeah, that's something I could probably use fixing. Okay, it's symmetric. It's 50-50 copy-paste. Immediately not that exciting to me. Yeah. I kind of like the indentations, but they don't really seem to serve too much of a practical purpose. But whatever, you know. Aesthetic to the map kind of looks cool. It honestly looks like it belongs to a single-player level, part of a single-player level. I would really like the challenge level to be asymmetric. So yeah, this is something that to me doesn't really work that well. It's just, yeah, again, like I said, 50% plays a certain way, the other 50% plays the exact same way. Not that interesting. You've seen half the map, you've seen the whole map. I do like the central area though. I think it's kind of cool. Geometry-wise, nothing too complicated, nothing too exciting, but it's just, you know, pretty aesthetic. Oh, this is like an infinitely narrow wall, isn't it? Or no, it's not. Okay, so you went like a 7-way split. No. It might even be a 5-way split. Okay, I see. Yeah, that's probably a 5-way split. That's kind of cool, I guess. Yeah, I mean it's okay, but it's pretty simplistic. It's not that exciting, not that interesting. I'm honestly not terribly excited about this map. But it does have some cool aesthetic elements to it, and I really love this texture. Ha. Yeah, not that much to see, honestly. Pretty long open areas too. If you can just kind of camp here with Driller or Thunderbolt, that's probably pretty overpowered. Something to consider. Yeah, stuff is just kind of slowly... Yeah, this, I think I found the OP strat on this map. Okay, yeah, this is probably way too strong. Especially with like Thunderbolt RT, they can like even curve around the corners a bit. Yeah, okay. I don't think heatsink is terribly exciting. So that's that. That's heatsink done. A little bit of cool stuff to it, but not that awesome. Alright, so we're now moving on to Kevin's maps. Alright. So that's the Mr. Big Bad CM map designer. So Kevin was the one that actually won the weekly challenge. And we had to do the challenge mode map. Right, so up first is challenge mode Hubris. Let's see what we have. Right, so this is the new and improved version of Hubris that I haven't actually had a chance to play yet. Boom, let's go. Initializing Hubris. Sounds about right. Yeah, I remember this. There's still some chunking, but let's see. Was this the really? Oh yeah, right. Hubris was super big. That's why I didn't like it initially that much. It was way too big for this. It's actually aesthetically really quite nice. Some of these sharp edges I'm not super fond of, but it actually looks quite nice. I mean, some of the geometry looks really pretty. Like this tunnel, for example, right here that I'm in, is really quite nice. Yeah, there's a bunch of like cool elements to this map. Decals here, so there's like quite a bit of additional detail. I mean, obviously, like these walls are kind of bland, to be honest, but whatever, you know, it's not a huge deal. I do like the cave area. I think the map could really benefit from more cave areas. But then again, no, you need the contrast. Overall, this map doesn't actually run that well. That's the main problem I have with it. Alright, okay, it has shadow casting lights, that explains it. No music either. And there's this scorpion behind me. Has been for a while now. Yeah, I quite like it. I'm sort of kind of lukewarm towards this map. I think it's too big. And I think some of the texture choices are really kind of boring. All the floors are tiled, which I think is good. Makes it very clear where the floor is. But yeah, I think the walls could have been a bit more interesting. There could be like more interesting stuff going on the walls. If you really want to get into the high-end aesthetics. But yeah, I just think this map is too big. And as a result, it's going to be a little bit boring. The overall... Oh yeah, let's use that fancy word flow now. I actually haven't used it yet. That fancy word everybody likes to use, but I have no idea what most people mean by it. So here's what I think, or what I mean by the word flow. Flow essentially means that you can really fly around the level with relative ease. You know, it's not very difficult to get around the level. Everything it's just easy to fly through it, but it's also fairly intuitive, where you know different tunnels and pathways go and where different tunnels and pathways are. And Hubris is honestly, you know, fairly good in that regard. There's like a couple of spots where you think that, oh, you know, I might be able to go there, but oh wait, I'm actually not. So you can go here. So yeah, there's like some grates there. There was something in particular that kind of confused me a bit. Yeah, I'm not sure why this area here is not like a cave wall. This is one that looks like it might go into an industrial area. But yeah, overall it's pretty good. Like Hubris is, I think there's just a little bit too much of it. But overall I quite like it. I really wish there wasn't like the chunking black spikes. But hey, we all wish that, don't we? This transition could definitely be smoother, could use some bevels. Stuff like that. Yeah. Overall it's pretty good. like this here, probably have some decals on it. But these are nitpicks. Overall, I just think the map is a bit too big, and that's that. And you can't go up there. You can go through the central tunnel bit, and that's that. Everything basically connects pretty well. Yeah, overall, it's a pretty good map. It's just a bit big. That's basically the main negative. There's like some aesthetic little blah 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 nitpicks here and there, but overall, I think Hubris is a very solid map. It's clear quite a lot of thought went into making this thing. So yeah, I think it's solid. I played it a bit as well earlier. It plays kind of plays a bit slow, to be honest. That's the main thing. There's a pretty good blend of like open and closed there. It's not too open, it's not too closed. So it's just a pretty well rounded map. Right. But up next up next is this map called Venturus. Alright, let's see. So I'm just gonna start by opening my minimap when we get in here. Just look at this thing. Huge. Alright. So this map was the first winner of the weekly challenge. It's a huge map. Let's fly around in it. Alright, you can't go that way. Okay, so here's the thing. So that wind tunnel comes out from there. So let's go left and let's go up. Or sorry, let's go right and up. Okay, so this one comes out as well. Right, okay. So in order to enter the wind tunnel, you need to go further down. So basically you can do like a figure 8 here, sort of. Like so. So you go here. And then you go here. Boom, and then you go here. And boom, you're in the loop. So you can just do, you can do figure 8s. Now, I think about this map is, it's, I think it's a bit too big. I do think there's like too much of it, and it gets really convoluted. Once you're gonna get to the, or maybe not like really convoluted, but there's a lot of areas where the robots can go, and where you can go, and something, I'm not sure what it is, but I think there is enough light, but I find this map really confusing. I'm not sure what it is. Maybe it's that things don't have like distinct, not distinct enough features, or not sure what it is, but I kind of got lost on this level quite a lot. When I first tried it, this level confused the hell out of me. Anyway, there's a bit of an exploit in this level. It was not this room, it was the other wind tunnel room. So if you go through, no, actually we go through here. It was a wind tunnel exit room, so it wasn't this one. This one has plenty of entrances. So it was the other one, I think, like so. Right, so we go here, and no, sorry, it was the wind tunnel entrance room. So the idea is, what you do is you camp in the room that has the entrance, and I think it was, yeah, it was this room. Basically what happens is robots can come from only 2 angles at you, and you're gonna have a very easy time just like demolishing them like this. Boom, done. Nothing can come through the wind tunnel. That would be like the 3rd entrance. But then stuff either comes from the right or from the left, and it's always in your peripheral vision. Like if a robot tries to sneak up on you, So this is how you can just kind of like camp and I'm supposed not to break the level. It's not like it's a huge exploit, but it does give you a chance where you can see that there's no flanking you, if you will, if that makes sense. It's not possible to flank you if you're in this room. Nothing can come from behind, and you can see both entrances because of the sort of hexagonal shape of the room. But yeah, overall I think it's... I know this level also has alien robots. I mean, the sizes of the rooms are pretty good. I just think the room is a bit... or the level's a bit too big. And honestly, once you figure out that, oh, I can just like stay in this room and have a pretty easy time, there's no real reason to ever go around the level. So a lot of the level is kind of dead content. And this is what I think the main problem with big levels is. It's like, oh, you figure out one strategy that's really good, and then there's no real reason to go to the rest of the level. You might have like a couple of rooms you loop around to kind of break up the fight if things get a little too heated. But overall, there's no real reason to ever, I guess, go around the level. Actually play the whole level, and that's what I think is a problem with not so much with the first map, Hubris, but particularly with Ventress. It's like there's so much of it, and you only really care about this room, unfortunately. If it's a countdown, I mean, like maybe there's a better room where the robots can access you more easily, or get to you more easily, or conversion you. But honestly, I found like this is really powerful. And for Infinite, the same thing. Like the whole map, just there is no real reason to use the whole map. But that's kind of the pity, I think, with these larger maps, is that unless the map is, I don't know, super well balanced, you don't really want to be everywhere. You want to be in like a specific spot that is really strong. And it's kind of like, here's the thing, I don't really like Ventress that much. I'm gonna be honest. And one of the things is, and this isn't Kevin's fault, it's the aesthetic. It's the alien aesthetic. I just don't like the alien aesthetic. But it's clear a huge amount of work went into this level. Like getting this kind of geometry done and all the like the aesthetics and textures right. It's a huge amount of work. Like this level has so much work put into it, and I just feel like it's such a pity that it like, oh, you just do this and that's kind of like how you play it, I guess. I mean, again, everyone has their own style, but to me, when I've been making my own levels, like the main thing I focus on is I want everything to be relevant. I want everything to be important. Like I try to really try to create everything in a way that everything has a purpose, and you kind of want to use everything under certain circumstances. And on Ventress, it's like, well, I take this wind tunnel and you take like either this entrance or this entrance. Anyway, you just do like your figure eight and you get back to this room. Yeah, maybe you'll go on like a looting run, but eventually, you'll come back here, and this is just a really obnoxiously strong position to hold because everything just needs to come through like this sort of hexagonal frame. And yes, they can come from upstairs here and downstairs here, but you can still see both cases from like this end. It's like, oh, you can see the far left, and you can see also like the far right. It's like that's kind of the pity, I think, with this level. And eventually, a bunch of things will conversion you and strong robots and whatnot, and then you'll just do like a figure eight. Oh, boom, you're back to where you were. So yeah, it just feels like you're given a little. It's either too open or it's too tight, and there's just this one specific area that's a little too good. If everything's quiet, you can see all your flanks, and if you're fighting, well, then it's also pretty easy to get the robots because they just funnel in. So there's Ventress for you. I think some of the design elements are a little counterintuitive. It's not a super intuitive map. It's a bit confusing, but again, you'll get used to it. But yeah, that's what I think is kind of the biggest problem with the level. Is you just want to use that one area because it's just so good. All right, so that's Ventress done. Let's talk about Conviction. That's the next map. So Conviction, this is the modified version that I haven't actually played. I remember I gave feedback about this level, and I believe some of it went through. And some of the things got changed. I believe I talked about... I'll show in a second what I was talking about. Oh no, I think it was in the top level. Yeah, like this. Alright, so I was talking about these tunnels. Oh, okay, alright. So Kevin changed it. He put all the spawns to the side of the tunnel, so you can actually use the tunnel if stuff spawns in there. So for example, if power-ups were to spawn in the center of this tunnel, there could be a situation where you can no longer use this tunnel because, oh, there's an invulnerability there and I don't want to use it. This is actually a really cool map. It has these power cores that are a little difficult to hit, but whatever. And what they allow you to do is they allow you to get access to a guaranteed power-up. So it's either a cloak or I believe it's an overdrive here, yeah. So cloak is obviously better. But yeah, you have a chance. So the overdrive one was on the ceiling, the cloak one is on the floor, and reflex works pretty well. Boom, and now it should... What it should do is it should... I think yeah, did it not, like... Oh, it didn't break, whoops. I thought, for some reason I thought I had it. Okay. So yeah, now you can take the cloak. Force field's disabled, and I think this... Okay, so this door actually hasn't closed yet. But maybe this has. Yeah, you can no longer destroy this core. So yeah, once you break one of the cores, the other one becomes inaccessible, which is kind of cool. It got me thinking, maybe it's possible to kind of put a couple of creepers near a very weak core, and then go and blitz the other core real quickly, and then actually, like, maybe you could unlock both of these power-ups. But, you know, that's just, who gives a shit about that. Anyway, you can take a cloak here. The level overall is really nice. Has pretty good geometry. There's plenty of space. There's like a slightly tighter area, but then there's plenty of room here. I believe it's a 6 by something cube. Plenty of room here. Quite a bit of verticality. I think this is just a really well-designed level. It's just tight enough. It has a pretty intuitive design. It's easy to understand. It's fun to fly in. You have, you know, enough space to kind of move around, but you don't really have these very overpowered spots because you can always get flanked from like multiple sides. So you can't just, you know, cheese in some corner and sit there. I mean, I guess like this area is kind of good, like this bit here, but still, like, you're so close to this opening, and it's a pretty wide opening, and robots can come from like 4 different directions in this opening, that it's not as powerful as like the Ventress corner. So yeah, overall I think Conviction is a pretty damn good map. It looks aesthetically very pretty too. There's a little bit of cave area here. Yeah, I think this is just a really solid map. Yeah, that's that. I believe the robot pool got reworked somewhat. I don't know exactly what got reworked on it, but I knew that I had a run which had a lot of hit scan, and this level doesn't actually like hit scan that much because it's not that open. It's quite open, but it's not that open, and if it's not that open, hit scan can be very, very obnoxious because a lot of these engagements are going to be in this medium range. As you can see, you don't have very long like line of sight because there's this thing obstructing your view. Like if you could see all the way through here, then hit scan would clearly be not as obnoxious, but still, like it's just a good, well-designed map, I think. Nice mid-range, plays pretty well, aesthetically pleasing. This I think is a very strong map. So yeah, I think that's enough about that. I think there definitely has been like a considerable improvement because I think the maps got released in order of me actually showing them. So the first one was Hubris, the second one was Ventress, and the third one is Conviction. And I think the maps have just gotten increasingly better and better as time has gone on. So that's Conviction. Conviction is a map that I do like. This is one that I think is overall is a strong map. This is a strong map. And finally, we have Undertale. Alright, so this one I actually have played quite a bit as well. Alright, so let's check the map. As you can see, it's sort of a triangular It's a bit of a triangular copy-paste, but not quite. It's a Y shape. It's of course inspired by my name, and it's actually kind of like a two triangles on top of each other, or two Ys, I suppose. And yeah, it's this map is really good. I'm just gonna go ahead and say it right off the bat. This is the map that I really like. This one is really good. I did find like some stupid thing that can happen on it, but it's really nice. I do like that this goes down here. You have that little icy bit here. There's also I believe it's a kill count script that unlocks the cores, and then you can also get like a guaranteed invulnerability that then in turn activates the freaking what's it called, auto fabricators. But this map is just really, really good. I really like it. I think the sort of triangular thing that it has going on is really quite nice. I mean, it is a bit copy-pasty, because it's like, well, yeah, it's like a 33%, 33%, and 33%, so everything just kind of repeats itself twice, minus the bottom area, which is this here. Oops, little bounce. And that can take you either to the mid-tier or to the top tier. But it's basically a two-level map. Really nicely interconnected. This just has challenge mode written all over it. Like, this is just designed for mayhem. This is one of those maps where you actually do have quite long lines of sight in certain bits, and there's almost always quite a lot of room for you to wiggle. So I do think hits can kind of work on this map. I still personally am not a favor, or I'm not in favor of really putting Guardians in the game. I think having Valkyries and Ogre variants is more than enough. And maybe the occasional like variant Scourge. But yeah, this is one of those maps where you can kind of get away with having even Guardians, I think. Although I wouldn't put them in, personally. Boom. This is done. Alright. Yeah, so this map is just, it's pretty damn good. I'm gonna be honest, I'm not entirely sold on the whole like auto fabricator idea. I like the concept of having a guaranteed power-up. Honestly, I think it could easily just be streamlined to the point where, oh, you have two like openings. One of them contains, say, an overdrive. The other one contains a cloak, and then you just fly into it. And as you fly into it, there's a trigger that just locks the other one on the opposite side of the map. I think that's a much easier and simpler way to do it. I think the whole power cores and whatnot is a bit too convoluted. But that's honestly that's about as far as my criticism will go. Like that's the only bit that I don't really like. I think like fiddling with the power cores is not really something you want to do when you're playing challenge mode. So yeah, just make it. I would just streamline that bit. But that's about it. I think Undertow is really a quite good map. I think Undertow and Conviction both are just strong maps. Those are good challenge mode maps. Let's see, what else do we have? So we're done with Kevin's maps now. Let us see. There is. Sirius is up next. No, wait, something is wrong. Oh, I had Sirius twice. Whoops. But I missed a map from him earlier. He also had Helium. Let's fly through Helium real quickly. See what it's all about. So I think this is the first community-made challenge mode map we ever saw. The first one. Actually has some kind of interesting geometry going on. If I remember correctly, it was kind of a circular, yeah. It's, oh yeah, and then it has like two of these really like long and narrow tunnels, which I don't like that at all. But this is kind of cool. I quite like that. And I like the little bridge as well. Yeah, overall it's a kind of a cool level. It's a bit centrifugey because it's, you know, it's essentially a big circle, but it's a bit more open than centrifuge, which is a big plus. It has a free-to-use energy center, which I think might be a little bit overpowered, but whatever. I prefer if your energy use is or energy center use is very limited, or there's some sort of a hampering element there. I.e., it's like in the middle of the map and robots from like all corners of the map can actually shoot you at the same time, or it's in a wind tunnel, or there's some other X limitation attached to it. So that's what I think. But yeah, overall this map is it's kind of cool. It's kind of neat little thing. There's also a secret somewhere. Oh yeah, it's in the other crossing. So we go here, then we go here, then we go here. Oh, it's locked. Okay, so there was like a switch somewhere that I missed. Well, anyway, there's like a little secret there that I think contains some weapon or something. Yeah, it's pretty cool. I quite like it. I mean, like, it's neat. It's kind of like centrifuge, but slightly more open. So yeah, it's decent. It's nice. Right, helium is done. We're done with Sirius, and now we're on to Shroudeye. All right, Shroudeye and the core. So yeah, we have Titan core, and then we have the core. I think this was one of those maps that I actually quite liked. All right, yeah, it's the one with the reactor. It's a lot of shadow casting lights. Right, and then there's like a big reactor, I think, on the other side. Yeah, there we go. Okay, let's check out the map a bit. So this map is huge. It's huge. Okay, this bit already here it's way too open. It's a bit too open, yeah. Like in front of the reactor, it's just like there's so much space. There's just it's really open. But I will say this: there are flanking opportunities for the robots. Because there's like this opening and then that opening, and then if you're like camping over here, it's like, oh yeah, I can see everything. Well, not exactly. Things can still blindside you, which is kind of nice. I'm not too huge on super open, but I will say this: this map is aesthetically very pretty. Style is pretty consistent. I like it. Yeah, aesthetically, I like this map a lot. I think it's a very pretty map. I believe it has a lot of shadow casting lights. Yep, it does. But it's cool. It's cool. I like this map. This map is it's quite nice. Again, aesthetically very pretty. So, you know, if nothing else, you like to look at it. But it also has some nice looking environments going on. And nice sort of proportions as well. Like this is, you know, quite open, but not sort of over the top open. And again, if you have an open area, you kind of want to be able to be flanked from all sides. So this is, you know, really well designed. Rather than there being like a wall here and you're just like camping in a corner, it's more of a, oh, you can also get like blindsided from behind, so you don't actually want to stay here indefinitely. So yeah, it's pretty good. It's pretty good. Since it's so open, hit scan is not going to be that obnoxious, so ogres are totally fine. If it was more tight than or tighter, then it would be kind of obnoxious if you had these flak ogres. Otherwise, only you want really kind of Vulcan ogres. There we go. Yeah, it's quite nice. You can basically put anything on this map and it'll work kind of nicely. Obviously, the easier robots are a little bit too easy, but yeah, who cares? Like for example, these Krakens are like there's no way they're ever a threat with reflex on a map this size. So there, the the ricochets are never going to be a huge thing. But yeah, I think this map is pretty, and I do like it. I think the core is very solid. Yeah, it's just a really nice and solid map. All right. The core. Ooh, okay. Right, so now we're going back to single player, and we have Shadesmaster, Shades of Uranus up next. A single player level. And from what I've understood, it's also been upgraded, so I'll do 1 and 2 again. Alright, let's do it on Hotshot. This is actually a fairly difficult mission pack, or mission level pack. Because, well, you'll see in a second. I quite like the first room. So from what I recall, if I recall correctly, you really shouldn't use too many missiles in this level, because you will kind of run out. Shadesmaster is not that kind with this missile count. Okay, we get there somehow. Check at edge here. Alright, as you can see, you know, we've been in this level for what? 1 minute, and we're already seeing a pretty heavy resistance. These robots, they don't screw around, and we don't have a lot of weaponry, so this is a difficult level. There's a secret here. No secret there. Good. This level really runs quite well. I'm very pleased. And I like the colors. It kind of looks like a sewage system. I guess hence the Uranus joke. I see what you did there. So he had like a nasty looking lip here. It still looks a little bit wonky, like the textures are a little so-so, but it's kind of cool. If I recall correctly, there's a nasty little robot waiting for us at the end of this tunnel. Sit down. Oh, hello. That's not a level 1 robot. So yeah, Xeno Guardian. So this level basically doesn't dick around. It's, you know, you're gonna get your ass handed to yourself. Oh, and look, 2 Guardians. We only have an unupgraded Reflex and Impulse and a bunch of missiles that are unupgraded. So yeah, as you can see, this is going to be a pretty difficult map pack. See, this seam, I'm a little torn whether or not I like this. Maybe you could have it pass through some sort of a machine or something, or a segment that you can't see, and then it like comes out blue the other side. Just having this is a little I'm not entirely sold on that. Okay, let's see, what do we have here? Oh yeah, I think I reached the end of that bit, so now we go back. But I really do quite like the level design. This level, I find the environments to be much more interesting and the whole art design to be much more original. And then the, what was the other mission pack that I played? Yeah, then Attack on Rhea. Attack on Rhea was a little too bland for my taste. Okay, so let's see. Right, moving on to here. Yeah, okay. Pretty heavy resistance here. Okay, I don't really want to use the missile pods, because I do actually know what's going to happen at the end of this level. But I would say that the pacing of this level is pretty brutal. Like, there's a lot of a lot of stuff to go through, and there's not a lot of missile weaponry that you're given. Okay, I want to clear all these guys out from here. Really wish it was Reflex Plus. Oh man. So this is essentially the multiplayer Reflex. Oh, nice trailer. Come on, bite dust. Oh dear. Okay, let's just blitz through that. Take out the power core. Alright. Bloody harpies. Alright, need to... Come on. Alright, that's one done. As you can see, this level is pretty challenging. Quite a lot of stuff going on. But yeah, not a lot. As you can see, not a lot of missile weapons. We have encountered some pretty heavy resistance, and barely even armed with good weapons. Oh, nice cyclone. That's quite good. Okay, I heard a driller or a guardian there. Let's just burn the driller a bit. All right. Nice. I believe there's again the seam. Not the best, not how I would do it. But overall, I really like the sort of green aesthetic. Everything just looks kind of repulsive and disgusting. I just can't wait to get out of this mine. And that's a good thing, believe it or not. Okay. But yeah, as a first level in a mission pack, I think it's pretty brutal, let's put it that way. Okay, get some falcons, hunters. Okay, so over to here. Kind of like we have this sort of hub area here. Ah, and as you can see, it's just a level 1, 2, 3 right off the bat, so you can kind of get a progress bar going here if you want. Okay. Oh dear. Oh dear, it's spawning Tritons, that's bad. Come on, let's go through here. Yeah, okay, so this power core doesn't really align properly. Come on, let's get the Guardian. Alright, there we go. Nice. I don't know about other players. I kind of like the challenge, but I will say this level is not exactly super easy. This is where things get a little weird. I already know what's waiting for me. Okay, so now I can... The shields have been disabled. Oh dear. That is a lot of Tritons. Oh god, that hurts. Some misaligned textures here. Or maybe they're... Yeah, I know, something's definitely wonky here. Okay, so this exit is locked right now. And you're gonna see what's gonna happen in a second. Grab this time bomb. Ooh. Looks like an arena. Oh look, it's a Taurus. Right. I guess I'll just unload all my missiles into him. Let's just go with the driller for now. That's why I was saving the missiles for the Taurus. And oh my god, he's still not going down. Now out of explodey bits. Come on. Why won't you die? Alright, there we go. Taurus is down. But wait. There's no self-destruct sequence. What happened? Well, the exit did actually open. But I'll show you something. So there's an energy center here. Let's check the map real quickly. Yeah, everything's fine. So we can fill up here. If we go and check out the boss arena, and this is my biggest problem with this map. We go down here. And oh look, another one, and another one. But hey, at least we got that one Devastator. Yeah, I'm not too crazy about that. But what we'll do instead is we will dum-de-dum-de-dum-de-dum, fly here, and fly away. Also no deformation on these tunnels. Oops. What happened there? Alright, Uranus Entryway. Complete. New destination. Oh, I wouldn't know. But that's something I don't like about the map. It's difficult. You don't get a lot of upgrade points. I guess both of these Tauruses would have given us like one extra upgrade point. But let's go to the intake plant. Oh, only 3 upgrade points. That's not a lot. Guess we'll take headlight accessory energy. Yeah, I think the pacing of the level is kind of warped. It needs to give you way more upgrade points, or it needs to be like a 3rd or 4th level in the. Okay. There we go. Cool little hexagonal design. Oh look, there's a cloaking device there. Now, I'm really curious as to how am I supposed to unlock this. But this is level 1 access, right? How do I get it? Did I miss a secret? Anyway, I have no idea how to get there. From what I understood from the double publishing link, there's supposed to be a way to get there, but I don't know how. I have kind of moved around this level quite a bit and I couldn't find a way. But we will just do level collisions enabled. Oh wait, never mind. This is it. Oops. Huh. Okay, maybe I remembered it wrong or read something wrong. Possibly. Anyway. So that's Uranus, Shades of Uranus. I think the first level is cool. I think the general aesthetic is really nice. The setting is pretty cool. There's some, obviously some textures don't line up and some small nitpicks like that. But the big thing is the level is difficult. You don't have a lot of weaponry. I think you really need to be way more generous with the secondaries. and having 3 Tauruses as the sort of boss of the first level without any upgraded weaponry, I think is not good. At tops, you need 1 Taurus, and you need to give way more weaponry. Or way more secondaries to deal with that big, thick bastard. Possibly litter them around the boss arena. That's what I would probably do. Yeah, that's how I would do it, probably. Anyway, Shade Uranus is done. So moving on to Parabolicus' map, CM Atrium. Back to challenge mode, Oh wait, hold on. Yeah, everything's right. Hotshot. Let's see what Atrium is like. Yeah, this looks exactly brutal. This is a bit squeezed, the texture over there. Anyway, let's take a look at the layout a bit. Okay, so this is fairly big. Oh, this is quite big. Okay, so you have a long line of sight, but you do have line of sight blockers. Kind of. Nah, kind of. Yeah, okay, Driller's going to be really, really good on this level. Yeah, I kind of like this layout actually. This is cute. As you can get here, you'll be behind the grate. This room is okay. So interesting. Yeah, no, I think this is a pretty good layout. I would maybe make the line of sight blockers a little bit bigger in the center. I think I honestly think this level is it's one of those levels where it's just more open, so combat is going to be easier. You have plenty of ways to kind of break up the combat. You can run away, kite around, lots of like closed spaces as well. You can, what the hell is this? This is kind of a weird dead end. I'm guessing that was actually a connector to here at one point. Let's check it out real quickly. Would it line up? Yeah, it would line up quite nicely. Yeah, it was probably a connector to there. So we have this little bit. This little tunnel I probably would not use because it's tight and dangerous. Yeah, I don't like this bit here. I think it should, like, there should be a connection there to somewhere else or here to somewhere else. I don't like that it just goes up in there, because it kind of feels like, oh, I'm gonna do this with creepers and they're gonna camp this with Thunderbolt or some shit like that. Yeah, it's that's one of those bits in this level that I don't actually like, but everything else is actually kind of good. I think it's a bit too big. It's just, yeah, it's a big level. It's like it has like three huge levels, which is honestly, it's fine. It's not like a huge deal or anything, but it definitely needs more robots. And yeah, I quite like it though. Aesthetically, I think it's a pretty map. And I think the geometry is pretty good too. I like the line of sight blockers in the middle, so that it wouldn't be super obnoxious. So Driller's still going to be probably... Yeah, it's definitely a Driller plus Thunderbolt map. You can just like really leverage the RT Thunderbolt here. Oh, so this... Okay, this is a bit of a counterintuitive design. So it doesn't actually connect the back area. You have to go up and then you're kind of like... What? Interesting. Yeah, okay, this is something that I'm not too crazy about. I kind of wish it would connect a bit more, but oh, whatever, you know, it's not a huge deal. There's plenty of more, plenty of different areas here to play around in. Yeah, I think this is a pretty good map actually. It's a bit too big, but other than that, it could have a few bits shaved off, and it, you know, the map wouldn't really be any worse off. Yeah, overall I think it's pretty good. I think hit scan is acceptable on this level because it's just that open. While you have long line of sight, but you also have got tighter areas. It's a bit of a so-so. Overall, I think it just could be a bit smaller, but I do like it. So yeah, Atrium is done. Ooh, now we have another one. Actually, I want to check something real quickly. Yeah, so it isn't symmetrical either, which is really like good. I mean, I guess like top and bottom, or that way, like left and right. From this perspective, it is 50-50 sort of copy paste. Probably would have benefited from a little bit of changing around, but you know, can't have it all, I guess. Good to see a menu, right? Okay. Yeah, I think it could be tightened a bit, Atrium, and but then again, who knows how it would play. In its current form, I think it's just pretty good. Maybe it needs more robust spawns. See how that works. Right, so up next is Turbine. See, Turbine was one of those maps that back when the weekly challenge took place, that was the one I was really afraid of. So CM Turbine was one of these maps that the developers didn't really like, or I suppose, yeah, the QA guys didn't really like that much. I thought Turbine was actually one of the best maps that was in the mapping contest. I thought that the layout was a bit counterintuitive at times. Like, for example, it feels like something should connect there, but I guess you have this bottom bit here. Aesthetically, it wasn't really on point. Like, you have a bunch of like jagged edges, and some of the transitions aren't really very smooth and whatnot. But overall, the concept was really good. The problem with this map really is that this tunnel here is way too overpowered. Nothing ever spawned in this tunnel, by the way. There seems to be no robot spawns in this tunnel, so you can just kind of camp with Thunderbolt there. You can shoot Thunderbolt here, and you shoot it here, and you alternate it, and we have the Thunderbolts. I can demonstrate it right now if you want to. But other than that, this level actually is really quite well designed. I really like this level. I was afraid that this was the one that was going to win. But the challenge didn't really have a lot of gameplay testing, so it was like, okay, well, whatever. Because this map definitely feels like it's kind of gameplay heavy. It's not so much about making it aesthetically super pretty. It's about having a pretty good layout. And I think this is a pretty good map, while not being the prettiest map. Yeah, well, as you can see. I mean, I played this map a bit. I have a pretty good idea of how it works. It has a bit of a difficult composition. I believe it has Guardians or Reavers or even both, which is not too terrible. But I would either choose one or the other. I wouldn't have both. Probably I honestly, like, you don't even need to have Reavers or Guardians. You can just have Valkyries in. I think Valkyries are kind of the good sort of mid ground, where they're a sort of an slightly obnoxiously tanky robot, but they're also fairly difficult at times. So yeah, I think Valkyries are kind of the way to go. Those are the replacements we needed for Reavers and Guards. You can counterplay them quite consistently at pretty much all different ranges. So yeah. Overall, this map is pretty good, but as you can see, the tunnel is just kind of like, alright, well, that's not very interesting to watch now, is it? Probably what it needs is, it needs like some sort of a pathway here and here, and then robots can converge on you from there as well, and then it becomes a whole lot more difficult to hold. But yeah, overall, this is a pretty cool level. I thought this was really quite nice. This dead end just feels a little awkward. Like, this is what I meant by saying this level has some counterintuitive design elements, so it doesn't like flow quite as natural as some of the other levels. it's not like super easy to memorize because it does have some really kind of weird geometry. You wouldn't be expecting to not be able to kind of go there, especially because it kind of leads you on as well. Because from this angle, it's like, oh, cool, there's a hole. Oh wait, no, it's just two pipes. Get fucked. So instead, it's like, okay, you go here and then you go up, and then it's like, oh, what? Cool, I guess. And as you can see, it's like very close, almost together, almost overlapping. And then this looks a little bit awkward as well. Like, okay, the transition looks like shit, but it doesn't even matter so much because the idea itself is kind of cool. It's like, oh, you go up, and then it's like sort of a vertical connection, which is really kind of cool. I think it's just a cool design. This map honestly, I'm gonna be honest. I thought this level was better gameplay-wise. It definitely, I think it definitely didn't get the attention it deserved from the dev guys. But I don't think they really gameplay tested it enough, or the maps enough to kind of figure out what works and what doesn't. Anyway, that's that. I thought Turbine was actually really quite good. Not the prettiest map, but definitely played really quite well and was pretty interesting. So there, that's what I think about Turbine. The unsung hero of challenge mode maps. Right. Okay. Alright. So that's it for Parabolicus maps. And now we're moving on to Nebula Fang's Nyx Refinery, and that's a single player map, and that's a behemoth of a single player map. And I'm just gonna say it right away, it's pretty cool too. Was it Midnight Silver level 2? I'm not sure. I don't think it was actually called Nyx Refinery. Crap, I think it was Midnight Silver level 2, yeah. Yeah, Nyx Palladium Refinery. Alright, this former mining complex was converted to a refinery for palladium and the other rare metals discovered on the Mars Crosser asteroids in 2113. Though a team of human engineers and supervisors is required, turnover is high and the facility has been chronically understaffed. The situation may be due in part to pervasive rumors of a cryptid living in the refiner's sublevels. Ooh, a cryptid that is living in the sublevels. Yeah, I've played through it in 20 minutes. Okay, let's do it. Did I select Hotshot? I hope I selected Hotshot. Yeah, it's taking a while. All right. Nice, door locked. I like that it doesn't start out with you getting like drilled to the face. Okay. Oh yeah. I remember I found that. Oh yeah. What happened here, buddy? Yeah, man. Fix your fucking map. I actually wonder what caused this, because like it looks fine on this side. It doesn't look fine on this side. Well, it actually doesn't like, kind of line up. This top one kind of needs to move down a bit, and it lines up with this one. It's like, oh my god, this map is so shit already. No, I'm kidding. It's pretty good. All right, let's see. I love the geometry though. I think the tunnel shape is really cool. Oh yeah, right. Well, it took us only like 1 minute to get drilled to the face. Or drilled in the face, I guess. Drilled in the face. Gives me so many ideas. Oh yeah, right. Now that's some custom lighting. These lights don't normally have this sort of pinkish purplish hue. Oh yes. I remember I found something wrong with one of these like cave areas when I was playing through it the first time around. Oh dear. Quick pause. And go time. Alright, let's see. Oh, I've got a bit of upgrade points as well. Didn't even notice that before. Excellent. Yeah, so this is actually a pretty huge level. I played through it once and it took me ages to get through it. Also has a terrifying amount of cubes in it, or segments. Because this loops around, I believe. Ah, but there's a door I didn't check behind. Alright, let's see. Yeah, overall it's it's cool. I like the choice of this floor texture. It's quite nice. Uh-oh. Scorpions here. Driller time. Oh yes, oh yes. So yeah, I really like the. There's just there's so many different textures too. There's quite a lot of variety. Kind of has this has like a bit of auto modes, but also has a bunch of Titan textures. Really quite nice. Maybe like a little bit too much sort of mishmashing together. I think it would possibly benefit a bit from being a little bit more consistent, and then having like these highly specific areas be different texture-wise. I have no idea what this did. Also, yeah, okay, so this script doesn't tell you what it does, which I really wish it did. Uh-oh. Ah, Guardian. Alright. There we go. There we go. Ooh, what's down there? Okay, so this door is locked. That's level 3 area. Oh, that Guardian is so far away. But it's not actually shooting from that far away. Interesting. Oh yeah, lights are fading out. I kind of enabled that for performance reasons. Don't actually need it that much. Survivors. Oh boy. But yeah, so this is a huge level, but a lot of it really makes sense. It's really quite interconnected as well. I actually need to go. Yeah, I need to go to that right area. I'm gonna get the hostages. I'm just gonna do a quick lap here. Got a tricord for that little bit of extra speed. Wait, it was level 3 area. No, you can go up here. Ah, I see. Of course. Forgot about this. Right, there we go. Oh, I like how the tunnel is exactly the shape of the door. Oh, dude, that is... Oof. That is very neat. I like that. I like that a lot. That's not actually... I'm not even sure, but I don't think that's all that easy to do. Or maybe it is, I don't know. But it looks very nice. You've gotten the size just right. Sweet. Oh, that's nice. A little bit of extra polish. Okay, this panel here is a little bit weird. Wait, there's a... okay. Right, so those guys will pop out probably when we're on our way out. So there was a locked door. Okay, I know what I'm missing. I just need to go back now. So many creepers. At least, you know, there's a lot of weaponry given to us in this level. It's not super difficult. You could really be quite liberal when you with your medicine. Administer a generous dose to these robots. Okay. That's good, that's good. Get this. Ho ho ho. What a mess. Okay. This, got this. I'm really not using that missile pad as well. I don't really like this. Like, it's... like, this doesn't look like it belongs here. This maybe, yes, but this, not so much. Yeah, something I think went wrong here. But whatever, it's all good. Okay, so we got one of the security keys, and where is the security door? I still have a bunch of... Oh, okay, so I have this... Oh, right, it's over here, it's back to the start. Okay. Oops, hold on. Yeah, okay. Back there. Uh-huh. Little ambush. Let's make sure I'm getting to the right place. I might actually just do Hollow Guide. Oh, he can't reach the key. Of course he can't. Okay, I don't like Guardian spawning from that. That is rough. Oh no, wait, but I do have to go through it. Okay. All right. Okay. That fixes that. Alright, it doesn't matter which side I take, they're symmetrical. Again, I think symmetry is something that's kind of fine in single player, because you know you go through these areas maybe once or twice. But in challenge mode, if you spend your entire time in a symmetrical map, it's not interesting. Okay. Lockdown? Ah, shit, okay. Uh-oh, Guardian. That wasn't too bad. Alright, excellent. We got an energy sensor here. Ah, very pretty looking energy sensor. Ouch! What are these assholes doing here? Oh man, all these secret compartments. Nice, a screen behind each of them. That's pretty cool. I like that. Alright, so this opened, I think, when I went through the energy? No. No, it didn't. I just lured them out. Okay. Okay, so I'll just check this top area real quickly to make sure I'm not missing anything. There we go. Alright, this is a secret door. Okay, so... Oh, wow, nice. So he did make it, like, symmetrical, texture-wise, but... no door on this side. I like this kind of attention to detail. Very nice, very nice. Uh-oh, that's rattlesnake sounds, I think. It means a Valkyrie, which is nearby. Okay, so this here looks a bit shit. This is probably a total nightmare to fix. So I don't know what this map looks like in the editor, but I can hazard a guess that it will be difficult to fix. I love this though. This is so cool, that lava fall. Right, so we do have alien robots here. That's cool. Oh, I like this. That's very, very cool. This is just a cool level. Lots of cool things going on here. Also, the robots have their headlights on, which is nice. Very atmospheric. Alright, let's see, what do we have here? Nice, like heavy deformation caves. Down we go. Alright, got the Valkyrie. Nice. Uh-oh. Ah, get all these delicious creepers. There we go, level 2 access. Uh-oh. That's not good. Oh man, this Valkyrie's tanky though. But it gives me goodies. Whoa, 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 why can't you shoot through this? Is it because the cannon, like the point of origin for the projectile is the tip of the cannon tip sticks through? I'm guessing that might be what's going on. Did I miss something? Wait, that sounded like... Oh, never mind, it was the one I already took. Time to die, little robots. Oh dear, what the hell? Very cheeky. A little cruel even. Alright. Quite limited light. Better make use of flares. Ouch. Okay, so this was the lock door. So this kind of shortcuts me back to the third area. Oh, hello, I want that. Give me that. Yeah. Who wants some? Okay, so I've explored that bit, but I now have the sort of upper area of the upper area of that lava fall to explore. Oh wow, devastators that I am not actually using. Oh wait. There. Lights off, lights on. Well, let's read the lava glow. this little thing. Oh wow. Man, these hunters are really not that strong without the upgrade. They do track well. Okay. So we got this. 4 Devastators, nice. Oh wait, what? So this, wow, it actually loops around, nice. But I don't think I'm done just yet. Wait, so this... Let's see, yeah, so that's where the key is. I did miss the key. Because that's what it felt like. It loops back and it kind of drops me off where I want to be. Ah, there we go. Nice. Ow. Okay, let's see. Does it make sense to go through here? It's really very well designed. Loops around here. Nice. Okay. You get there. And we're not too far from like the... Oh wait, hold on. Yeah, no, it's just like on this side here, I think. Right? That's where the third... No. Let's go. Alright, down we go. This level is pretty complicated. Might as well use the hologuide. I did it like without the hologuide the first time. But I thought to myself, you know what? There's no harm. There's no shame. Oh yeah. Yeah, there we go. That's what I meant to do. Alright, now I'm exactly where I want to be. Boom. Cross-side missiles. Okay. Alright, this is where things get very nasty. Okay. This is why I don't like the hard point. Like, it doesn't really line up with the crosshair properly. Come on. Melt, you bastard. There we go. Okay, time to blitz this. I know that reactor is over here. Oh shit, Devastators do a lot of damage. Later, assholes. Wait, actually I want this. Door open, let's go. Wait, where? Yeah, follow me to the exit. Yeah, that's the exit. I know there's a... Shields disabled. I have no idea though where the secret level could be if there's one. Exit tunnel's pretty cool though. Oh, nice! That was a very slick exit. I like that a lot. Midnight Silver level 2 complete. Ah, beautiful. Okay, return to main menu. I'm gonna be honest, I really like Mixed Refinery. I think it's really good. Just an interesting, cool level. Some of the criticism, yeah, some of the textures basically were a little wonky. but most of the geometry was all really good. It's just minor details here and there that could be slightly better. Okay, and this basically brings us to the final map. I think I've done everything except for Llama's Obsession, which is right over here. Boom. Let's fly around in it. So this is a map that I think is aesthetically very pretty. So many shadow casting lights, getting performance drops. So yeah, if I disable shadows, it's gonna run fine. But yeah, shadow casting lights are something that no bueno, because the level is very small, so I actually think all of it is loaded in, all the chunks simultaneously. That's why it like drops the frames if you go to the center. Everything is just there. There's a cool little secret, but ultimately the big thing is the level that I don't like, even though I think the aesthetics are very pretty. Is, oh look, it's 50-50 copy-paste. It's kind of cool that one side is like blue and the other one is orange, but there kind of needs to be more to it than that, I think. It is very pretty. I don't like this jagged edge here. I think that's problematic. It has these free energy centers that are very, very powerful and actually offer quite a lot of cover as well from various angles. I think the way to do it would be to just plop it right in the middle here, so you can essentially be attacked from pretty much all the different sides. Because the level is very small, the robots will have line of sight from pretty much everywhere to this point. So that's where I would put the energy center, because they're just free energy centers anyway. But yeah, other than that, I think I think it's really open, so it's kind of easy. Aesthetically, like I said, very pretty. I do like it, but yeah, I think like gameplay wise, I mean, it's 50-50 copy paste, so not that exciting, and it's small, but small is fine. Small is okay. I like small, or fairly small. But yeah, it's just a little too open in the center, I would say. If you can pretty much be seen from all the different angles or all the rest of the map, then it's so-so. You can kind of break up the combat a bit. You know, there is actually enough room to just kind of kite around and take a little breather. And boom, successfully evaded the robots. So yeah, gameplay-wise, I think it's you know, it works fine. The level works fine. It's just that it could be a bit more interesting. Like I said, symmetry, not a huge fan of. Just makes things more boring. But again, like I said, I get the sort of aesthetic choice, and yes, it is cool. Like it looks really quite nice. So yeah, pretty map. Some jagged edges here, and I think there was like a flat rock surface somewhere that I didn't really like, but I can't really find it right now. Or maybe it was removed anyway. Oh yeah, here it is. This is the flat rock surface. It's a little bit of a so-so mixed bag, if you will. Yeah, that's the one. But other than that, I think it's yeah, it's okay. I don't think it's fantastic, but it's pretty simple geometry. But it's just aesthetic. It's just very pretty. So the map just looks really good. It plays kind of just okay, but I think it's fine. There. And that's it. I'm 5 hours in. 5:15. Wow, this took me way longer than I thought it would. Anyways, if you stuck with it this long, thanks for watching.